All right, and we're live. All right, how's it going, everybody? Ragaroth here. So it was only a matter of time until I started making Mortal Kombat 12 videos, with it seeming like it's on the horizon at some point eventually. um, and I'm joined by a few friends. So of course, I Ragaroth with Skullstar, Mark Yoon, Sirius Hauser, and Vibius. And we're just gonna be talking about kind of
I thought you said
all right.
amphibious.
Oh god.
It's the water. It's the water version of him. We're all just gonna be going over our ideal rosters for Mortal Kombat 12. I put a couple like stipulations in play, like gotta have a pre-order character, this amount of DLC characters. Basically just pick whoever you want, though, generally speaking. So we're just gonna go down. We're just gonna go down the list. Me, then Skullstar, then Sirius, then Vibius, then Mark. So I will start. I'm gonna get my. So I have it on my phone, so I can put it on the computer and share the big list.
I need to look up a list of Mortal Kombat characters in general.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna search for roster of Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good starting point. I mean, you'll basically be hitting most of them there.
For best results, consult Wikipedia.
All right. So my first character, I mean, I don't really have to explain that much. It's Scorpion.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I think your mic's muted, by the way.
You muted yourself.
Mutality.
I don't know how I did that. Okay. What did you hear?
I heard
Scorpion.
It's Scorpion, and then nothing.
Then
else.
we just saw your mouth moving, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, that's really it. Like, I don't have much to say there. He's the one character I have nothing much to say. All right.
That's why you muted yourself.
Exactly. All right, Skullstar, you're next.
My first character is also Scorpion.
Sensing a pattern here.
Because I just listed them off in terms of like characters. First, it was characters that I remembered from the song, and then I pulled from literally everything else.
That's a good way to do it. I didn't even think of that.
Of course.
Right. Not bad.
Okay. All right, Sirius, you're next.
We're going for a 3-hit combo, boys. I'm doing Scorpion too. You gotta go with Scorpion. There's no explanation needed there. He's an iconic character. So
He's also Ed Boon's favorite character, so you really can't get away with a game without him in it.
Precisely. He's the mascot of NetherRealm Studios.
I never would have thought he was his favorite.
Oh god.
Whatever gave you that idea?
All right. Vibius.
All right. So I guess might as well keep this rolling. My first character is Scorpion.
Okay.
4-hit combo.
All right, should we go for a clean sweep, or should I be creative?
Just do it. Just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Do whatever comes naturally.
All right. Custom fighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Combo breaker.
He spelled character with a C.
Oh yeah, damn it. How dare I? I'm getting like Soul Calibur mixed with Mortal Kombat. That's why.
Although if you spell Scorpion with a K, you're going to get yourself a Soviet era submachine gun.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur meets Mortal Kombat. Now that would be a crossover video game.
Mm-hmm.
That would be sick. All right. So now my second character. I mean, you could probably take a guess. It's Sub-Zero, but I'm going to throw in here. He is going to have a Cyber Sub-Zero Premier skin.
That's a good idea.
Thinking out of the box.
How would that work if the universe got reset? Let's not get into that.
Yeah, I mean, it's because the Premier skins are just kind of a for fun thing.
Actually, I got an idea.
I do have a way that can work that I was going to explain in my roster anyway that I'll get to later.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, not much to say there. Skullstar, who's your second?
Also Sub-Zero.
Okay.
now just plain Zero. But yeah, I mean, you could. I didn't think of that at the time, but yeah, you could do with the Cyber Sub-Zero. But
Throwing that in
although you might not need to, given one of the other characters on my list, but we'll get to that
there.
later.
Oh, okay.
And, well, another three-peat coming up, folks. Call him Grandmaster, it's Sub-Zero. Or should I say, call me Grandmaster. And then as Johnny Cage says, or he says, Grandmaster Blueberry Ice. Even a child has more discipline.
Got to get that DJ to do the one voice thing again. All right. I guess Vibius.
Okay, time to break formation. My second character, my favorite character in the franchise, Raiden.
And once again, combo breaker.
And I suppose naturally he'd have a dark Raiden skin.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Raiden's he's not a god anymore, though. He's like an elder god, isn't he?
he's actually just a flat out human now.
Oh, he's a straight human. Okay.
Well, at least if we're going how MK11 ended. But I mean, with Dark Raiden wouldn't have to be a premier skin exactly, because they wouldn't really have to change much of his animations. They'd probably just be they would just literally change his electricity to red.
Mm-hmm.
Which would also be cool.
Oh, of course, yeah, that's what MK11 did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mark.
Since we're coming from the time of like the great Kung Lao, I actually want an ancient version of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. So not Hanzo Azashi or like Bihan or any of those. I want like the elder people of the tribe before their time.
Okay, yeah, there was definitely a Sub-Zero before Bihan and Kuai Lang, so they'd probably still just be called Sub-Zero. Scorpion would, I guess it would just be someone from the Shirai Ryu. So I guess should I put how about for this one? I'll just put Sub-Zero. I'll put Sub-Zero Ancestor.
Yeah, and you could do the same thing because I actually do want separately. I want like Hanzo and I want
Shirai
that
Ryu Ancestor
as like human. Yeah,
Hummin.
That's a good idea. Hummins.
Okay, so now my third character is Reptile.
That's my list, though.
Oh wow. Yeah, he missed the last game. He's got to come back. I know he's going to come back though. They don't hate Reptile unlike some of the other ninjas. All right.
Yeah.
Don't have much to say there. Who's next on your list, Sirius?
That would be the one and only Johnny Cage.
Oh yeah.
You can't have Mortal Kombat without Johnny Cage or Scorpion or Sub-Zero, but you got to have Johnny Cage.
Are we getting these?
Wait, you skipped me.
Oh crap! Oh.
No, you didn't.
What the hell?
Like I said, you put Reptile on my list.
Okay. I guess that works out anyway. My bad.
Hi, Hannah, by the way.
Did you have a different third option, though, Skullstar?
I did.
Oh, crap. I thought you said, oh, all right. Shit.
I mean, Reptile is on my list, but he's not third.
Okay.
Order breaker.
Third is my least favorite character, Liu Kang.
Okay.
Your least favorite character is the third on your list.
Yeah.
I hate him, but he has to be in the game. That's just how this works.
Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance disagrees.
Wasn't he kind of there anyway, considering they killed him? You had to see him at some point.
Well, so Liu Kang missed out on Deadly Alliance, but he came back as like a zombie in Deception.
Yeah.
So yeah, Deadly Alliance is like the one game he skipped.
Gotcha.
All right. So
how is this working, by the way? Like, Rich, do you know? I mean, we don't know, but because like if Liu Kang reset the universe and it's like back in like the great Kung Lao's time period, none of these people are even born, except for like the demigods and shit.
Well, I don't know, to be honest.
Because like Liu Kang and Kung Lao weren't even born.
Well, Liu Kang. The thing is, I figured because Liu Kang's on my list, I figured he'll just be Fire God Liu Kang. He'll be training Great Kung Lao. That's kind of.
I assumed he was going to take Raiden's role, but I meant in the time period, like those characters, without him being the god, wouldn't have existed, right?
I guess. I just figured he would just Yeah, I just figured he'd just be the Raiden of the game. That's all.
Yeah.
But
Okay. My turn.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see, check my list for a second. Let's see. For my third character would be Liu Kang with a Fire God Liu Kang skin.
Okay.
An idea I had was it would sort of be like kind of a reboot again, like Fire God Liu Kang recreating the universe, but things turn out differently. But it would be like he's like more observing until like maybe the very end when he's really needed. So there would be a version of Raiden.
Okay. Makes sense. All right. How about since I put your third option on there, Mark, I'll just come back to me, and then when we get back to the fourth option, I'll ask your fourth. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. So my fourth option is, of course, my favorite character in the series, Noob Saibot. Now I will say, like, since he was in the last game in the base roster, I'm okay if he gets demoted to DLC. I just ask he's in the game, please. It's really annoying having to wait every other game for this guy when he's so popular. He's more popular than some of the characters that make it in every game. But all right, that's all I really got to say there. How about you, Skullstar?
Another boring choice for my fourth pick, Katana.
Okay.
Nothing boring about her, man.
I mean, she's in every game, and she's the same sort of character.
Even so,
Yeah, I mean, she's a character that like never misses out a game. Well, at least it seems like she hasn't missed out a game recently.
yeah.
Recently she wasn't in the original Deception.
But then, of course, she was one of the few characters they added in Unchained, so it's like
True.
But yeah. All right, Sirius, what's your fourth?
Let's see. In my case, I'm going to go with Cassie Cage because in Mortal Kombat 11, she grew on me a lot. I liked playing as her a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think she was better in MK11.
I enjoyed her.
All right, Vibius, your fourth.
Okay. My fourth character would be Oh wait, no, Katana. Katana's my fourth. Sorry,
Okay.
I'll mix up for a sec.
All right.
Yeah, I really enjoy the character.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. All right, Mark, who's your fourth?
I'm gonna just preface this by saying, like, not story withstanding, because I don't know if they're taking this opportunity to like break the mold and make like all new characters and do like a Street Fighter Third Strike type of situation. But I'm gonna say Jade, but like I just want like this to be known that like I'm not sure if like any of these characters are even gonna be in the game, like outside of some version of them from like their ancestry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is more so just like
Our wish
whatever
list.
you want. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
more of
okay.
a wish list than like
Yeah.
whatever's realistic. Like,
So
because you
ignoring
trust
the
me, like,
story.
basically, yeah. Like,
Okay.
if you want to think of a story and like a fight, great, but you don't have to. Like,
We'll
my
just go Soul
roster
Calibur
is,
level. Just say freaking portals.
there you go.
Yeah,
because it's like my list is mostly wish list with some realistic things considered, but my list is definitely not happening. I'll put it that way.
Gotcha.
All right. So my fifth character is someone we haven't seen in a while, Smoke. And he'd
Yes.
primarily be like human or I guess possibly demon Smoke now. However, he would of course have Cyborg Smoke as a premier skin. So both versions would be in the game.
That's the way to be, man.
Yep.
Kill two birds with one stone. And yeah. All right. Who's your fifth Skullstar?
Yeah, Raiden. Again, just very, very safe options for the majority of the beginning of my list.
Makes sense. All right. Now who's your fifth Sirius?
Let's see. And because you can't have Cassie without the other one, you got to put Sonya in there too.
Okay.
Sonya Blah.
It can kind of feel that way after a while, considering she's in a lot of games, but
Yeah.
nothing blah about Sonya, though.
Only if she's
only
played
care
by
about, like her relationship with Johnny. That's all I care about.
I just hope that they don't get Ronda Rousey to play her again because she was terrible.
Well, she's irrelevant
Hmm.
now, so
She's like
doing
canceled.
like mobile games and stuff.
Yeah, I
Oh,
liked
I
her. I liked her rendition by Trisha Helfer a lot more in MK10.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see.
All right. Who's your fifth, Vibius?
I'd have to go with Sub-Zero.
No way. I did not expect him to be on your list.
Right.
Any premier skin or anything like that, like Cyber
Yeah,
Sub-Zero?
I'd want the Cyber Sub-Zero. Although I
Good
also wouldn't
choice.
be against Deception's costume, but that could be as a
Shredder.
regular ultimate.
Yeah, that's just a regular alternate. Like the premier skins are things that like change voice lines and like animations and all. As much as I do want Deception Sub-Zero as a skin, my God.
What?
No, I'm just saying like that made me play as him a lot more when they added that costume in MK11.
Oh yeah, you blanked out for a second.
Oh, sorry. Okay, who's your fifth, Mark?
Lee May.
Okay.
Interesting choice. Out of curiosity, why'd you pick her?
Because she's hot.
Fair enough. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I was
Can't argue
considering
that.
Lee May as well, but yeah, I'll leave that to you, my friend.
Yep. I was thinking of like a lot of 3D like a PS2 characters. You know, from Deception and Deadly Alliance.
We got to remember our guest characters from Armageddon, Goku and Ichigo and
Oh man.
I do remember I made Ghost Rider.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's a hell of a choice.
Right
No
now,
pun
Hannah, I
intended.
think you are. I'm not sure. I can't see the count because we're on StreamYard, not on the YouTube streaming.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I actually don't know how to see the count of people in the chat.
I usually open the stream in another tab on YouTube also just to do.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let's see. We got a couple people. We got somebody in a chat with JB, Bill, and Kokoro right now.
Yeah,
That's Hannah. She's my
yeah.
mod.
Hey, Hannah. All right, definitely. Yeah, thanks for joining us, though.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Always
around
here.
tonight.
Always here representing.
Represent. All right, so my sixth choice is Ermac. You know, once again he missed the last game. He's coming back this game.
Yeah.
Especially because his MK11 design I liked more than his MKX design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Skullstar, who's your sixth?
Another kind of middle of the road choice, Kano. Kano's very fun, but he's also very safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing safe about me, mate.
Okay. All right, who's your sixth, Sirius?
Number 6 for me would be another safe choice too, Kitana. Again, not so safe because of the Giant Blade fans and whatnot too, but still, always a safe bet to have around.
Okay. Who's your sixth, Vibius?
My sixth would be like I think I consider the last of the really safe choices, at least as far as good guys go, Johnny Cage.
Okay.
Good guys, unless you're a woman.
Why am I imagining Johnny Cage coming up to you, Vibius, and saying, "You know, your name sounds like an insurance company, like Cetrion."
God. Good one.
I could totally
Sirius.
imagine
Good one.
I could totally imagine like Johnny Cage like
Yeah, Hannah, we're putting that in here too.
on like Twitter or something, like saying something inappropriate and like getting canceled from like being from, like all his movies and stuff.
Vibius Life Insurance keeps you safe from fatalities.
Or maybe he just joins us on this chat and just talks about like comments every single character we pick and just stuff he did with them.
That'd be cool. All right, who's your sixth, Mark?
Natara.
Okay,
Oh, good choice.
Nice.
very good choice. Okay, all right. So now my seventh choice is no one is going to be shocked at this one. Rain,
Yeah.
and because of that, I know that's definitely not happening. I just want to be in the base roster again. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Be in Mortal Kombat 47.
Look, I could see it
Mortal
happening.
Kombat 47.
I honestly could see it happening.
what?
He was made DLC twice for like the two of the games for the trilogy, and then and even appeared in Mortal Kombat 10. So why wouldn't Rain eventually be a base roster?
They just don't
Very
seem to
popular.
like him. I don't know. Fans like him, but
Why
they
am
just
I
the
imagining
developers
Hitman in the game now?
It's gonna be on like PlayStation 27.
Yes.
We're all
Yeah.
gonna be there.
Hitman's fatality in the game too.
Rich is gonna be a head in a jar just so he sees Rain come back, and he's gonna be DLC.
Oh god. All right, who's your 7th Skull Star?
Reptile.
Okay.
I'm right there with you. He's been absent for too long. Bless you.
Thank you.
Even though
Technically, he was only absent for one game.
that's still too long.
Fair enough.
Even though I'm kind of mixed on his more current look. Like I don't really like the face mask that he has. But
that shows his teeth and stuff.
well, like I like the more reptilian look. I just don't like the way that the mask looked.
I
in
hear
Mortal
you.
Kombat X.
I think the reason they have that mask is because the typical ninja mask is because since he uses his like tongue and stuff,
Right.
you'd have to constantly take off his mask. And I think the reason it's like that is so like he can have a mask on but still do mouth.
Use his tongue and acid and stuff
Which
like that.
I do agree. I like the more traditional ninja mask that like Sub-Zero and Scorpion and all them have. But I mean, I guess that's why they're
I mean, he's technically an 11.
Yeah, it's just his MKX design though. Unlike Ermac, who got a new design.
Mm.
All right, who's your 7th Sirius?
Number 7 for me would be Melina,
Okay,
because you can't have Katana without Melina.
I agree that they apparently don't agree, but
Well, what do they know?
It seems like people had to fight tooth and nail just to, no pun intended, just to get her in as DLC.
Yeah.
Much like Melina herself.
yeah.
Okay. Number
Alright,
7
here's-
for number 7 for me would be Cyrex.
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, he has definitely been absent for too long.
Yeah, really.
They kind of just dangled him in front of us in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of like a Rain and Sindel and Baraka MKX situation.
Look, I get boss like the one boss character, but why do they do this with regular characters?
I don't know. It's an annoying trend. Okay, who's your 7th, Mark?
Let's go with Serena.
Oh, okay. Definitely talking my language. Okay, now my 8th choice is definitely a character that needs to return that missed MK11 is Tremor. My favorite thing about MKX, honestly. If he's in this game, I have like basically no reason to play MKX aside from like Predator and Alien.
Yeah, it's a shame they don't reuse any crossover characters.
Well, they might change their mind in the future.
Yeah, they were talking about like they're maybe playing around with the idea of maybe bringing back some past guests, but don't know what's gonna happen for sure.
Because I know a lot of people would love a Freddy versus Jason thing.
I think that's one of the main reasons they'd consider bringing it back, because like it was weird that those two never didn't get to be in one game.
Yeah, you have like AVP and like everyone else, but like you don't have that.
Yeah, and they should have like guest characters, guest character stages.
That would be
that'd
nice.
be cool.
I don't know. Yeah, the only guest character that got a stage was Kratos in MK9. I don't know. I don't know why they don't come with a stage. I think that's.
I wonder if it's licensing reasons, like for the budget.
It could be
Probably.
that. I think it's just probably just a lot of extra development time too, because like the MK characters don't come with a stage. So I guess it's like I don't know. But yeah, hopefully he's back. I guess who's your 8th Skull Star?
Sonya Blade. Again, with the caveat that she's not played by Ronda Rousey.
So would it be safe to say that we don't give a damn about her bad reputation?
No.
Who, Ronda's?
Yeah.
I just think she's a crappy actress.
That was my main. I
was making a joke about her opening theme in wrestling, but
right.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her theme.
Or we just don't give a damn. Period. Anyway,
all right. Who's your 8th, Sirius?
As long as we're going with the Adenians and the Ninja Girls, we gotta go with Jade.
Of course. All right. Who's your 8th, Vibius?
Okay. My 8th would be the blind swordsman himself, Kenshi.
Good
All
call.
Nice. Samurai Solid Snake, aka.
He's probably like the most successful 3D era character in Mortal Kombat.
He's the only one they like using twice in a row. So yeah,
Yeah, even got his own movie.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm gonna stick with the K themes, and we're gonna go with Kai.
Okay.
Who?
Oh yeah. Actually considered him. He was a very underused character. This could be a good chance to reevaluate what he can do.
I know a lot of people are saying if he comes back, he could maybe be he could use like capoeira, like Eddie Gordo on Tekken.
That's a thought.
Oh yeah, Kokoro, we're gonna be going over our guest characters after we complete the initial 27 roster.
Yeah, the guest characters will be in the DLC part. And yes,
I can't wait to see what the other selection is going to be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your choices.
Should be interesting.
All right, so my 9th choice is Katana. Not much to say there. All right. How about you, Skullstar? What's your 9th?
Johnny Cage. Again, not much to say.
No worries. Although Johnny might say, "What? No top billing for me, buddy?"
Yeah.
All right, serious?
Let's see. Number 9 for me would be bit of a different choice this time around. Probably go with Kung Jin.
Okay.
Mostly because we don't see much of him apart from a couple scenes with MK10 where he steals in the temple. We know about his past and whatnot too, but I want to know some more about him. I want to see what he's all about too.
Yeah, I think I think after missing MK11, I think he has a shot to come back.
Yeah,
He was my favorite character in 10.
Mm-hmm.
I did like him. He had a great moveset style.
Mm-hmm. Plus Johnny Young Bosch voicing him, you can't go wrong with that.
Definitely.
He'd be like Bon Kai, and it shoots an arrow.
Yeah.
While playing Eye Shine hits.
He'll just be like, "I'm a frog."
Or it's like pull my Shaolin monk's trigger.
And for those who haven't seen Eye Shine, go see it. It's an amazing group.
All right, Vibius, what's your 9th?
Let's see. My 9th. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna love this one, Rich. It's the Wind God Fujin.
How dare you?
Oh, like I say, Ragroth.
No argument there.
Oh, and definitely, like, I know it was just another outfit, but I also would like his dark version, like at the end of the DLC in 11.
Oh yeah, I love that outfit.
Oh, see, I never actually played Aftermath. I bought it, but I never actually played through it.
Well, to be fair,
Likewise.
like his dark outfit is just his default outfit, kind of like Raiden.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean his Revenant outfit?
Oh, no,
Fujin didn't have a Revenant outfit.
no, it's just his default outfit. He has like kind of the that kind of gi with sort of the clouds on it.
Oh, okay.
The Akatsuki?
Yes. All right, Mark, what's your 9th?
Reiko.
Oh, okay. Definitely talk my language. All right. Now back to me. My 10th is Melina. Even though I don't approve with how people acted on Twitter about her, I do really like Melina. And, ideally she should be in every game.
Of course.
Okay. Skullstar, what's your 10th?
Jax.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go with Jackson Briggs. He's amazing.
He's cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing as him in Mortal Kombat 11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 11 definitely. I loved his gameplay style, especially in that game.
This game, his arms are made out of wood. He can't go up against Scorpion like at all.
Oh man.
Oh, wait. Hold on. crap.
What?
I got. I did it again. Well, okay. I got. Oh wait, okay. No, it was you that went right. Right, Skullstar.
Yeah.
I got really confused. I thought Sirius just
No,
went.
you're
Okay.
good.
Sorry. All right. What's your 10th, Sirius?
Number 10, my boy Cabal.
Okay, Cabal.
Gotta go with Cabal. I freaking love him so much. Like ever since the whole thing with Dash EXP and the whole Ghetto Mortal Kombat series, I've loved Cabal even more because of it.
Yeah, Cabal's awesome. He needs to be in more games.
Mm-hmm. I was so happy they brought him back in MK11, so that was a nice surprise.
Yeah. I didn't really think much. I didn't really think of what his chances were, but I guess he's not a 3D era character, so they're always going to kind of consider him.
Yeah. I feel like he's one of those every other game characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
See, I will say though, I kind of wish he had a bit more of an impact in the story, apart from being that guy you fight once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what can you do? I'm just glad he's there.
Yeah, especially since it kind of contradicted some of the story in MK9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked what they did with him in story-wise in MK9. It seems like they kind of got rid of that. I wasn't crazy about that, but I mean, whatever.
Also, Cabal being a good guy means a better chance he's in story mode.
That's probably why. That's probably why they didn't make him a story chapter, because he's like, oh, this character is really cool, not in that many games. Let's just keep him as a villain, so we can not give him a story chapter again.
Yeah.
All right, who's your 10th, Vibius?
Okay. For number 10 Ragaroth, it's Ermac.
All right.
I've loved, ever since I played Mortal Kombat Deception, I just really loved the guy.
Deception really made me like him as well.
And I'd want them to bring him back to make him a good guy again. That was when I found him the most interesting.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, he wasn't just some powerful henchman. He actually had a character.
All right, Mark, who's your 10th?
Tanya.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be like all girls. It's gonna be like Dead or Alive.
Mortal Kombat beach volleyball.
Oh man, I could see it happening.
Yeah, for a fatality, they just bury somebody in the sand up to their neck and just take a weighted volleyball the size of a cannonball and just smash it into their head.
They did have a beach level Mortal Kombat Deception.
Oh yeah, with the dragons turning into the trees at night.
Yeah, that reminds me of Dead or Alive beach volleyball. So they have the setup for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I definitely think Tanya is going to be back, though. She seems to be one of the MK4 3D era characters they seem to like a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my 11th is Scarlet. She is probably one of my favorite characters from the NetherRealm era, even though technically she's based off of a very very, very, very old rumor. But yeah, she's awesome. I would like her to be a consistent character. Probably won't happen, though, but yeah.
I like her a lot, too.
Yeah, she's fun. She was really fun.
Yeah, she's probably my best character, actually.
I'm glad she actually got a place in the story in 11.
That was cool. All right, what's your 11th Skullstar?
My 11th is my main in Mortal Kombat 11, Baraka.
Okay.
Attaboy.
I really, really love playing as him in 11, and I would like to see him come back. I'm glad that they gave him something to do rather than just be an expendable character in 11, and I'd like to see that continue.
Yeah, definitely. I found that just interesting.
Yeah, MK11 was definitely his best showing.
Absolutely.
All right, Sirius, what's your 11th?
Gotta give some love to my man Kung Lao.
Okay.
And bear in mind, my putting Kung Jin over him is in no particular order whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because I love Kung Lao. He's amazing.
All right, Vibius, what's your 11th?
My 11th would also be Kung Lao.
Oh, wow. Kung Lao. Okay. How about you, Mark?
Chameleon.
C or K?
K.
Okay.
Which one is C and which one's K? Is
C
K
is
the
C,
male?
K is girl.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I feel like her being in would definitely give Reptile a bit more of a story.
They just bang. That's like the whole story.
Yeah, that's what
Uh,
most people predict. And their baby is just a lizard. Is just a lizard that just constantly changes colors.
I've heard weirder stories.
It hangs out at rave clubs all night as a glow stick.
Actually,
dating Baraka. Now let's see what you can do with that tongue.
Oh god.
All right, so my 11th is Jade. Gotta have Jade.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's your 12th Skull Star?
My 12th is my favorite character, Melina.
Okay.
That's my favorite character as well, Josh, a man of culture.
All right.
Wish
How
I
about
had
you,
a fedora.
Sirius?
Number 12 for me is Liu Kang.
Oh,
Okay.
specifically, I would like to see Melina's MKX look come back.
Oh, okay.
Which one? Like her base one or the one where she's emperor?
The bandages one.
That's Mortal Kombat 9. No, I mean specifically the way the mouth looks, because like I know they changed the way her mouth looked in MKX, and I thought that was very visually interesting. But
Oh,
then
when they gave her
made
like the lips, but the side of the mouth had teeth.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
I like that
and
better
then
too.
and then when they brought her back for MK11, they just kind of got lazy with it,
Yeah.
I think it's just because
or went back to more classic
look.
look. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Shad who's lurking in the chat.
All right. We did. All right, Vivius, what's your 12th?
My 12th would be Jade.
All right.
I originally was gonna have her on my DLC list, but I were just so many characters. I just removed like a couple to put her in the base roster. After MK11, her character just really grew.
Yeah. I think Deception, and then I think she's only gotten better over time, I would say.
Absolutely.
All right, Mark, what's your 12th?
I'm gonna go with Jarek.
Oh man.
Just for the meme.
His fatality is he kills himself.
I thought that was Sue Howe's fatality. Just jumps
Why
on a
not?
fucking bridge.
No, it's a guest fatality. Su Hao comes in and kills him.
I know. How about Suhao comes in and they kill each other by accident?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right.
Double fatality, instant relief.
Comedy-tality.
I think his friendship would just be he'd be like about to do something nice for you, but then he would just trip and fall off a cliff and yell, "I'm so gay!"
Oh man, would that be his harakiri?
And if they bring them back. All right, so my 13th is Cyrax, and I should specify it will be like MK9, where he has human Cyrax as a premier skin.
Mm.
Oh, I definitely want that as well. I'm really happy in 9 we actually got to see Cyrax and Sector as humans.
Yeah, like I'll always prefer their cyborg versions, but it's a nice option to have.
Which do you like better, their classic cyborg looks or their newer ones?
I kind of like
We
elements.
still got time, Shad.
I like elements from both. I think I kind of like their newer ones, and they looked really cool in MK11. Ideally, though, I just want them to take. Well, the thing that I think really helps their newer designs, I like how the eyes glow unique colors, like they have unique glows to them. If they did that to like the more classic outfits, I think that would maybe be the best like sort of middle ground.
Yep.
Shad said he wants Goro from 1995 in the movie, particularly when he gets punched in the balls.
God.
I mean, hey, like, they got the.
It's why he asks in that one time. So Shokan of Yam Sacks, right?
The movie outfits for Johnny, Sonya, And Raiden, so maybe they'll do Goro next.
It just looks like an animatronic.
Brought
All
to you
right.
from Jim Henson Studios.
All right, who's your 13th Skull Star?
Number 13 is Shao Kahn.
Khan.
Hail to the con.
Okay, cool.
I'll be right back.
All right.
No problem.
Who's your 13th Sirius?
I'm going to go with Baraka on this one.
Okay.
I would also like to include a voice pack by Dashi XP because I love his impression of Baraka so much.
God.
Except Baraka was the voice done by Barack Obama.
God.
All right. Who's your 13th IBS?
My 13th would be Smoke,
Good
preferably as
choice.
classic, with a cyber Smoke as an alternate costume.
Cool. Yeah. Praying Smoke comes back. All right.
I'm
Who's
going to
your
go with
13th,
Havoc.
Mark? That
Ha-
definitely
hash-
speaking my language there.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Dream roster. I'm dreaming.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, shot. A couple people chose Ermac already.
Arrow Macro. All right. So speaking of red, my next
Ears.
character is Sector.
There you go.
Can't go wrong with him.
Favorite robot. I miss my red robot. All right. And of course.
You're using my list again.
Oh, damn it. All right.
Womp womp.
Nice one, Raggaroth.
Human Sector as Premier. Or as I call him, Discount Shang Tsung. All right. Okay, who's your 14th Skull Star?
My boy Noob Saibot.
Oh yeah.
I can't just not have gooey Dr. Claw back in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or as my
far more than Dr. Claw.
Richard, I remember my custom whatever it was called for him. It was Boob Scythot.
Oh,
Oh, man.
But imagine that also with Sean Chiplock's voice. Come over here. You'll have a great time.
it's just like him it's just him in a bikini, but like he still has like the head and the mask on. And he just has a woman's body, and singing is of course all shadowed like how he is. All right, who's your
Anyway.
I meant to say earlier that Sirius, your
Yes.
voice pack is not that far fetched considering that abomination that they gave to Sub-Zero at one point. in
Yeah,
2K11.
that's what I was mentioning earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Which abomination are you referring to?
That was
They-
was it the rapper or some
He has like the
musical
rapper
artist?
guy.
Yeah,
Forget
they
his
pretty
name.
much have a skin of him as Sub-Zero, and he just voiced it
Oh.
normally, and he was just
His
it was so bad it made Ronda Rousey look good.
Oh
That's true.
God.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, I'll look at it later, and then hopefully when I come back, I won't have melted skin next time. We'll see what happens.
It's like looking into a mirror.
No, it's
Yeah.
just like that uncanny Mr. Incredible thing where the face is a skull.
Oh,
Oh god.
Oh man.
see. Anyway, sorry about that. Back on task. Number 14 for me would be Raiden, also with an optional Dashi XP voice pack. I would love to see a confrontation between the two of them at the beginning of a match, both with the Dashi XP voice packs. And it's like something out of the old Mortal Kombat cartoons on YouTube.
Oh man.
Oh, come on, you do me like that, Raiden. You really gonna do me like that, Raiden? I can't do the voice that well, sorry.
Hmm.
You gotta get gravelly to do that.
Yeah, right. Who's your 14th, Vibius?
My 14th is my last good guy character for the base roster, Sindel.
Okay.
Good guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I preferred her as a good guy, like in the older games. I wasn't a fan of the change they did in 11.
Okay.
Yeah, no Dami Mommy for Vibius then.
I guess in an ideal world, like she'll be a Dami mommy, but she's like she fights for the side of good. All right, Mark, who's your 14th?
Can we make him like half god? So like, I can say this meme. Can we have Demi Movato?
That'd be amazing.
Oh, I just want Movato.
Okay.
Yeah, just
That was
because.
demigod.
Okay.
All right. So my 15th is my gal Frost.
I was
However,
Nice.
so in this game, I was okay with Cyborg Frost, but some of the weird head stuff I didn't really like so much. So her default outfit, she'll be a human, kind of like that DLC outfit, and still have a lot of her weapon moves where she uses the sword and the pickaxe and stuff, but she would still have Cyborg Frost as a premier skin. So it'd be kind of the other way around this time.
Rich wants her like Dr. Freeze in the animated series where she's only a head. She's like a spider body.
Jeez.
Yes. All right, here's your 15th Skull Star.
Shang Tsung. Specifically, specifically as still played by Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa.
I think like what they might do is they'll probably have his face, but I don't know if they're going to keep getting back as a voice actor because I know MK Onslaught, the mobile game, they do still use his the likeness, but it is someone else doing the voice. But
Your voice is mine.
just because
True,
he's
but-
getting so old now, unfortunately,
Fair enough.
Mm.
it would be ideal though. Okay, who is your 15th?
See, number 15, we're going back to the smoking section. We're going with Smoke.
Oh yeah, I'm so proud of you guys for putting Smoke on your roster.
Hashtag
Yeah,
smoking section.
Is it? Should I specify? Is it human Smoke, cyborg Smoke? Is one going to be a premier skin?
We'll do Cyborg Smoke as a premier skin too.
Okay, good choice.
Rich, Shad said, I still can't believe that all the good guys had to do was beat Frost to beat the entire cyborg army.
Yeah, that seems like a real design flaw.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah, once they beat her, all the other ones shut down. Huh, that was weird.
Some sort of master control chip or something like that.
I think
maybe?
because she
I
was
don't
like a Chronica
watched-
cyborg. I think that's why.
know.
They watched Star Wars Episode 1 and got their cues from the Trade Federation.
So they basically gave her the power core and control unit of a Lucre Hulk battleship from Episode 1.
Yes.
Frost was Frost was that entire battle station. Droid.
I'm already seeing the memes from that point right now.
Yeah, I'm just imagining that battle station with like Spike
Frost's head in the middle. Yep.
or her head. Yeah. Who's your 15th, Vibius?
My 15th first bad guy, Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
Champion.
All right, Mark, who's your 15th?
I'd like to see a new take on Ashura, actually.
Okay. I think she's
She,
a character that has a lot of potential.
yeah, same here.
All right, cool. Okay, back to me. My 16th is my first non-ninja and probably one of my safest choices on this list, Liu Kang. He would be the fire god Liu Kang from MK11, and he would use like fire and electricity. But of course, he would have the more standard classic Liu Kang outfits as alternates.
Gotcha.
So, I kind of also wish Liu Kang, I would like a fire god outfit, but also a zombie outfit.
That
I'm
would be
surprised
cool.
they haven't done that.
I think because Revenant Liu Kang was kind of the fill-in for zombie
Oh,
Liu Kang.
yeah.
I think that's why.
Fair enough.
All right. What's your 16th Skull Star?
16 is where my list actually starts to get fun. Nitara.
All right. There we go.
Good man.
Or rather, when I say fun, I mean with weirder picks specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's a spicy pick. All right. Who's your 16th serious?
16, I'm going with Noob Saibot / Bihan.
Oh, yeah. I got to say that every time someone picks new side.
Of course. You gotta.
Byron
Well,
L.
legit-
Dorgan.
yeah.
Well, Max is oh yeah. Noob Saibot is oh yeah. Even though it's completely doesn't sound like him.
Byron L. Dorgan. Oh yeah.
Thank you. It was representative of NetherRealm. All right, here's your 16th, Vibius.
All right, my 16th would have to be our resident cowboy of the game, Aaron Black.
Nice.
With assless chaps.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
Of course.
I mean, he did have that like very kind of stripperish looking DLC outfit, so I guess that would be the next step.
Yeah.
Oh, an MKX, yeah, not MK11.
Well, howdy there. Who's here for a showdown?
I definitely would want him playable in the story,
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be nice. Really.
or a villain story option.
Yeah, seriously. They already played with the idea in MK11 Aftermath. Like, come on.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You don't leave
All right,
Mister, I'll
Mark.
blow you down.
or at least just have him have a bigger role. I mean, the fact that we didn't see the present day Aaron Black until the DLC.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
That was a missed opportunity.
definitely. I mean, this time NetherRealm knew he was popular.
I'm going to go with
I
Darius.
pretend.
What was the name again?
Darius.
Oh, okay.
I pretend I do not see it.
All right. So my 17th. My phone keeps going to sleep on me. Oh, here we go. Here's a sort of out there pick. Kintaro. I don't understand
Ooh,
why
good choice.
I get neglected so much. Like he was in MK2, and I think he's the coolest Shokan. I like him more than Goro and Shiva. No offense to them. So it's like I don't know why. They got to give him some love. I
Yeah.
could also see him being the pre-order character, and I was going to put him as the pre-order character, but I thought of someone else that I'll get to later. But yeah, come on, give Tony the Tiger some love, damn it. All right. Who's your 17th Skull Star?
17th is Triborg.
Okay.
I want him to be in base roster, and I want them to give him an actual story presence. That way we can have Cyrax, Sector, Cyber Sub-Zero, and Smoke all technically involved in the story. Have him be like a split personality type deal or something like that.
Yeah, I think Triborg would probably be more overly more well received if like when you picked, I guess, that the cyborg from whatever variation, like they actually had the personality and voice lines.
Yeah,
from
like that.
cyborg.
Yeah, so like I would want Triborg to be expanded so that each variation has its own voice lines and interactions. So they're
Yeah, that would,
essentially those characters without having to use 3 slots for a slot for each of them.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And of course, you'd have Cyber Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, they could. Oh, I guess if it would be custom variations again, I guess you would just pick it from the menu.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. What's your 17th serious?
That would be Reptile for me.
Okay.
Bit of the addition, but I love Reptile too.
Yeah. One of my longtime favorites. All right. Who's your 17th Vibius?
That would be Movado.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of Kano and the Black Dragon being in the game. Let Movado have some time to shine.
I could not agree more. I am sick of. Oh, okay. I don't want to say I'm sick of the Black Dragon. I'm mainly sick of Kano. I agree.
Yeah. Problem is, he's usually the only one of the Black Dragon that's playable.
I know, it's stupid. All right. Who's your 17th, Mark?
Scarlet.
Nice. All right. My 18th is Kenshi. He's not my favorite 3D era character, but I do like the guy, and he missed out on MK11.
Yeah. Definitely gotta give love to Kenshi.
Definitely. All right, who's your 18th Skull Star?
Sindel, but
Nice.
evil.
Yes,
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Gotta make sure to have the multiple E's.
All right, and your 18th series?
Jax. Gotta go with Jax.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Vivius?
Okay. Let's see. My 18th choice, the guy from Chaos Realm, Havoc.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another character I'm very proud to see on the list.
So with all the name drops and mentions that guy gets, you think they just bring him back?
I know, they just love...
No, he was
They
killed
love
off
pop-
screen. You can't do that.
Or at least have like make him a sub boss or something. Give him a new design.
And then it shows that guy from Total Drama where he's like, you'd think they would, but
Oh yeah.
When is Chris McClane going to get added to Mortal Kombat?
And welcome to Total Drama Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's just on Shang Tsung's island.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your 18th, Mark?
Dyrel.
Does Tombstone dropping his foot energy shurikens? All
so
right.
that make him part of the Foot Clan.
Maybe.
Shad said, "Do you guys think they'll have new Elder Gods to replace Cetrion and Shinnok?"
I would assume so.
That's a good question.
What if Liu
I
Kang
think it's possible.
recreated the universe and like his bubble universe doesn't have Elder Gods?
That's entirely possible.
We did get a good look at some of the Elder Gods.
I didn't.
Someone looked kind of cool.
Yeah, or they could go the route of Liu Kang's ending in the game, where some of the other characters took the place of Elder Gods, like Katana, Raiden, Kung Lao.
I could maybe see them doing that,
Hmm.
But I think if it happens, it'll probably just be like one, just kind of just like how they just added one with Cetrion in MK11. That's a good question, though. All right, so my 19th is a character that I don't understand why he wasn't in MK11, and he's kind of related to Kenshi, and his name is Takeda Banana.
Takeda Banana. Oh, Naga.
Yeah, no, I don't understand why. I'm still boggled why he wasn't in MK11. He was easily my favorite of the Combat Kids.
He was easily like the most popular new character from Mortal Kombat X.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it was either him, Cassie, or Kotal. That's what I figured. But I don't know. I mean, I'd like to say he is a lock for this game, but I guess we'll see.
I would hope so.
I should say, like, my favorite variation was him. I think it was called Ronin, where he used the double lightsabers. That'd be cool if we had that, but I'd be actually more okay if they gave the double pulse blades, as they call it in Mortal Kombat, back to Sector, like he had in MK Armageddon.
Ooh.
Because Takeda, I think his main thing should be the whips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who is your 19th Skull Star?
You kind of mentioned it before, Kotal Khan.
Okay.
He'll be in a wheelchair.
Oh no.
Or he'll have a cybernetic spine developed by the special forces or something.
Or he'll be yet another character in a head, just a head with a spider body.
I'd be really curious how that would play.
All right, who is your 19th, Sirius?
Well, if you're gonna have Takeda, you gotta have Jackie Briggs too.
All right.
I want to see more of her character too.
Oh yeah, she got a definite boost in 11.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I want to see where things go with her and Takeda as well.
Yeah, the conversations between like her and Scorpion suggested to her getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Watch,
Shot
they'll
said
have their kid will be playable.
And
I
of
said
course,
let Kotal just pull a Thanos and go off world to farm.
and of course, the his and her rope spears.
All right. Now, who is your 19th, Vibius?
Shang Tsung. Preferably again with Karutagawa as the voicing him. I understand if they didn't, but I'd want them to do it as long as they could.
Yeah.
Like prior to Mortal Kombat 11, I was debating who I liked more, Shang Tsung or Quan Chi. But after MK11, definitely Shang Tsung.
I like Shang Tsung's character more, but I like playing as Quan Chi more. I think that's what I decided. I would like to say the only reason they didn't get Carrie for MK Onslaught is just because it's a mobile game. You know, maybe for a big console game, they will get him back.
Yeah, they only have so much budget for those mobile games.
Yeah,
True.
Richard Epcar doesn't even voice Raiden in MK Onslaught, so
Weird.
Yeah.
that's saying something too. All right, Mark, who's your 19th?
Cobra, Ken Masters himself.
God.
Evil Ken. Well, actually, I guess he is technically Violent Ken.
It's Ken with the dark Hado.
That would actually be kind of sick if they brought Cobra back and he basically fought like Violent Ken or Akuma. That'd be
Shad,
really
that's
cool.
literally the. Look what Shad said.
Oh,
And look at my next pick.
Nice.
It's literally my next pick. So I guess you could put that down for me and skip me again.
All right. Hotaru.
I'm going Hutaru.
Nice.
Fan of Order Realm, huh?
Yeah.
Order. Okay. All right. So my 20th pick is the first sort of new character, and it's Nightwolf. But as we kind of learned in MK11, Nightwolf is just a title. It's not like the actual character. That guy's name is Grey Cloud. And they teased multiple times that there is a female Nightwolf or was a female Nightwolf or can be one. So I figured kind of a compromise. So I kind of get a new character in my roster, more female representation. But my boy Nightwolf is represented in some way. You know, we could get a female Nightwolf this time. And she would have similar moves, but her own thing as well.
Female Nightwolf will be rad.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Though I hope you still have those animals like the bear and eagle attacking.
Oh, yeah. I feel like an animal spirit would be kind of a trademark of someone that's Nightwolf. And as a bonus, I think this would be really cool if they got the actress, I forget her name, that played the main character in Prey, the new Predator movie.
Amber Midthunder?
Yes, to either voice and or be the face model for this female Nightwolf.
Yeah, see,
go ahead.
See, that was one of the characters I was actually considering for DLC was the main character from Prey and the Feral
nice.
Predator. But I went in a different direction.
And I was going to say, especially because I think this is true. Supposedly, she, the actress, is I think the niece of the actor that either voiced Nightwolf in MK9, voiced in MK11, or was the face model for him in MK11. I'm not sure. One of them. So I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. So who is your 20th Skull Star?
Ye, and may I add Haw, it's Aaron Black.
Nice. Okay. How about you, Sirius?
Let's see. Next up for me after Jackie Briggs, it's got to be Takeda.
Nice. Yeah, he definitely needs to be back.
Amen to that.
He looks so, and that I liked how he looked in MKX, but I can only imagine him looking so much better in like the new graphics. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All
Unless
right.
you're playing the Nintendo Switch version.
Yes, unless you're playing Nintendo Switch version.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't remind me.
All right, Vibius, who's your 20th?
Okay, my 20th is Melina.
All right. Yeah, I think she's going to be a character on probably all our rosters.
Yeah, frankly, if I could get another skin, I liked that Emperor of Outworld skin she had.
I did too.
Yeah, that was sick. All right. So since Mark did your 20th, I'll go back to me and we'll come back to you. All right. So my 21st character is all right. This is a character that I don't think any of you would expect to be on my roster. Their name is Fu Jin.
I've never heard of this character.
I'm amazed it
I know-
took this.
Why, Richie?
No one,
I mean, my regular off.
no one has ever heard me talk about this character. I know that for a fact.
Oh.
But no,
I mean,
joking aside, like
aside from
as
me, no one's heard of Fujin before.
Why, Ragnaroth? I never heard of such a character before.
What
Yeah,
a,
no, but
what a
like
crazy name.
as happy as I was that he finally got back to MK11, like they did him so damn good that like I feel like they can't just take him out now. And literally, like he is one of the most well-received characters in MK11. Like the people that just care about gameplay like him, the people that just care about story like him, you know, people like his design, his personality, like everything about him was well-received. So like it would be criminal to take him out now. And unfortunately, because of their dumb rules with DLC characters, he would have to be base roster or he couldn't be in,
Is
unfortunately.
that a confirmed rule or?
I mean, from what Ed Boon has said and just from how things have gone, yeah. Like it seems like
Isn't
you were
Rain a
DLC
contradiction?
but see, Rain. I think the reason Rain was DLC in got to be DLC in MK11 because he wasn't DLC in MKX. So like I think you can go one game without being DLC and then can be DLC again. I think that's how it works. Just consistent games, you can't be DLC twice. Just so nitpicky, I think, but that's just what it seems like.
True. Then again, if they were so popular, they should just put them in the base game.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. All right. Who is your 21st Skull Star?
21st is Collector.
Okay, nice.
Good choice.
I feel like he was very underutilized despite his unique moveset, and I'd like to see him have more of a story presence in some way.
100%. He was awesome. Easily my favorite new MK11 character. Okay, who is your 21st Sirius?
That would be Kenshi.
Okay.
You got to go with Kenshi.
Nice
yeah.
pick, Sirius.
Thank you, Vivius.
Nice. It would also be cool if Kenshi has more of a design how he has in Mortal Kombat Snowblind.
Mhm.
Because I like his hair more. Like I guess he looks like younger. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely the younger look for sure.
All right, and who is your 21st, Vivius?
Let's see. My 21st is Sector.
Nice. You doing the human skin as well?
Naturally.
Oh wait, did I fix that? Yeah, I did fix that with you. Okay, with Cyrax. Cool. Yeah, really hope Sector's back. All right, Mark, and who's your 21st?
I think Ed Boon should screw me and all the other Molina fans over, and I want Cyber Molina.
Okay, that would actually be kind of sick.
Well,
I
would that have like a bear trap jaw or something?
No, that's not where her
That's
teeth
just-
are. That's not where her teeth
I'm just
are.
I'm just
no.
imagining Cyber Molina is just a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
Exactly.
Oh man.
imagine that being a jump scare! Yikes.
Just imagining her fatality as she just jumps at you like with the FNAF roar.
I mean, I actually wouldn't be mad if they made Molina a cyborg. I think it'd be sick, but yeah.
I'd be curious about if every character got a cyborg costume.
Cyborg Bo Raicho.
Cyborg rate. Yeah.
Just
Uh,
spews oil
just spews
everywhere.
oil all over.
And
Lights on fire.
battery acid.
Oh man.
God,
Imagine Cyborg Su Hao.
he was constantly
He's
self-destruct.
sort of,
So
Yeah.
imagine a fully cybernetic Su Hao with a human heart instead. or
Or what? Cybernetic Kano with everything but his eye. Mechanical.
exactly.
oh god,
Like a full body inversion.
Yeah.
that'd actually be interesting. Actually, he would kind of just look like Cyborg from DC. Now that I think about it.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, he didn't even have an alternate costume in 11 for that.
Maybe that sounds like something he's had before. All right. So my 22nd is a character that has been missing a long time, and I don't understand why they keep neglecting him. Reiko. I mean, he was in the live action movie, and he was in Mortal Kombat Battle for the Realms. I mean, even though I didn't like how he was portrayed in the live action movie at all, he was acknowledged. I take that as a win. And yeah, I don't know. He really should be in the game.
I feel like a lot of lesser known characters could do well with like a fresh coat of paint for the modern consoles.
Well, that's what we keep trying to tell NetherRealm, but you know, they like taking their time with it.
Cyber parts from shot.
It's just car exhaust.
And to answer your question, Shad, I could have sworn Collector did get to interact with Shao Kahn a little bit.
Yeah, he was
and Reiko was a big part of the MKX comics.
Mhm.
I thought that would have given him a lot of love. It seems like he's in like every adaptation except the games. It's annoying. All right. So who's your 22nd Skull Star?
My 22nd is Kenshi.
Okay.
No complaints here.
Originally I was going to put Kenshi as DLC, but when you told me that he can't be,
well, Kenshi could because he wasn't DLC in X, and he wasn't even in MK11. He just can't. They can't be they can't be consecutive DLC
fair enough.
characters.
Then it doesn't matter anyway. I'd prefer him as base roster anyway.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, Sirius, who's your 22nd?
See, well, let's see, gotta throw some villains in too, so I gotta go with Kano on this one.
Okay. And Vibius?
My 22nd. I was debating between Reptile and Baraka, but I wanted to lean more towards Reptile because Baraka got some character development in the last game, so this time I'd want Reptile to get some development.
Definitely agree. I also think he's a character that could actually be on the good guy side because it's like, I mean, he was in the MKX comic, like he was working with some of the good guys.
Yeah.
All right, and Mark, who's your 22nd?
Kira.
Okay. Another redhead.
I couldn't tell.
Oh yeah.
And apparently mistaken by Kung Lao for when Kano was around that one time.
All right. Come on, phone, stop going to sleep, damn it. All right. Okay. So my 23rd pick, just like Reiko, another character that's been missing too long, and I don't understand why this guy didn't catch on. Havoc. He is easily, I think, one of the best 3D era characters and the best Deception character. I don't know what they have against him. He is literally perfect for Mortal Kombat. I think he would be one of the easier ones to think of a moveset for. I don't get it. I think he is going to be the Fujin of this game. But yeah, hopefully he makes it in. Seriously. All right. What's your 23rd Skull Star?
Ermac.
Nice.
Though I specifically hope that his design leans more into like the ninja aspect than the weird like mummy looking thing that they did with him.
I definitely agree on that.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees with you there.
Or like if you're gonna do that, then have him like I think it'd be cool if he like had like the ninja mask but had like a hood. Had like the hood that he has when he's like the mummy thing.
Well, yeah, I think the alternate outfit for MK9 was basically that was the ideal Ermac, I think, because it had the hood and his face was covered. Like, I think the face wraps are fine. It's just they don't cover his face. Like,
it doesn't look as cool.
Yep. Yeah. In 10, I just used the classic ninja outfit.
Well, that's why I like that. That like I forget like those kind of stylized animated ones because he had the hood, but his face was fully covered.
Mm.
All right. And who's your 23rd Sirius?
See, back on the villains again, gotta go with Quan Chi.
Lay.
See, Cosme need a punching bag.
Yeah, see,
Same
I
with Dana.
initially put Devora on my list for that purpose, but I switched her out with Kenshi.
Okay. All right. And who is your 23rd, Vibius?
23rd, Otaru.
Nice.
Yeah, of all the Order Realm characters, he had the most creative design.
I don't even. Oh, that's right. I always forget like Dairu and Darius are Order Realm characters. Yeah, he's easily the best
Yeah.
Order Realm character.
Yeah, consider Darius too, just because one each side of like that little civil war going on in Order Realm, like for the story's sake. But in the end, like I could only think fit one, so I just went with Hotaru.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I don't not that I think Hataru is a shot, but if they pick Dairu or Darius over Hataru, that's insane. That would be like the craziest thing. I should also say as a bonus, if Havoc does make it in, and if there are maybe one or two other new characters, like I actually think they should be from Chaos Realm, because if Order Realm got a few characters, Chaos Realm should definitely get a couple representatives. And I think you do a lot more fun stuff with a Chaos Realm character.
Yeah. Or at the very least, you get like a new Chaos Realm character and like a new Order Realm character.
Yeah.
That way, just to like balance it out, like very differently.
Yeah. All right, Mark, who's your 23rd?
Actually, I want like a Triborg situation with these people, because I don't want them to be individual characters, but I want Cyber, Kintaro, Goro, and Shiva.
Oh, all right. So how about, I guess when I just call it like Cyber Shokan?
Cyber Shokan, yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Especially, I remember like in the Mortal Kombat X comic when Goro lost his arms. That would be interesting if he got new cybernetic ones.
Yeah,
That would be
be
pretty
sick.
cool, actually.
He just became the anti-Jax.
Shiva's titties have to be missiles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely did forget to feed. Oh no, not Cole, Shad. No. Oh my god, I liked the movie, but Cole was so lame.
Yeah.
No,
I
don't
actually
worry.
think
I'll put on my armor and then I'll be cool.
Yeah, and it was basically just Tanya's powers. Like, come on. All right.
Very Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right. So this one I've been waiting for. My 24th character. Once again, another character. Don't understand why they get neglected so much. Serena. I don't get it. I really don't get it with this character. She is probably the coolest female design of any of the characters. And I've heard she's been like cut from the roster multiple times. Like there'd be another NetherRealm character. I could go on and on about this.
She's easily the coolest looking female.
Hands down. And like, I mean, you would think all like the Melina stands on Twitter would kind of get behind her, because like she's kind of similar to Melina in a way. She's like a sexy black-haired chick with like, it's not a human. Like, I don't get it.
Maybe it has to do. You first, Skullstar.
You forget Melina has the monster fuckers behind them.
It also
but Serena's a demon, and supposedly she has a demon form, so maybe they'll be sexually attracted to her demon form.
I'd smash both.
Maybe it's just the fact that she only appeared in the spinoff, and the only time she was actually a playable character in a fighting game was Armageddon. Maybe
on technically Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, that was actually the first time she was playable. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Maybe they just don't know how to like redevelop her fighting style, like give her some more unique stuff instead of just casting spells.
That's kind of I think the main thing that has got her going against her. Like, she'd be a good guy like from the NetherRealm. I think that'd be cool. Like she just has so much story potential with so many characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can only hope. All right, and who's your 24th Skullstar?
24th did this for Sirius Cabal.
All right, Cabal.
Excellent choice.
Cool. All right, and who's your 24th Sirius?
For 24, I'm going with Scarlet.
Nice. I could see Scarlet getting demoted to DLC again, but I'd be okay with that. Better than nothing.
Mhm.
All right, and who's your 24th Vibius?
My 24th. Let's see, that would be Noob Saibot.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
You do that voice so well, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. All right. And who's your 24th, Mark?
This is an interesting one. I want a Shinnok possessed Kungjin.
Okay.
Interesting choice.
Like they don't know that he's like possessed. He's just Kungjin, but then like when he comes out, it's like using Shinnok's powers and like with his powers together.
Oh, that reminds
Interesting.
me. For my pick for Shao Kahn, I wanted a Dark Khan premier skin.
Okay.
You know,
That's
like
a good idea.
when he's fused with
Dark
Darkseid.
Okay. Well, that's a good idea. Didn't think of that.
Just going back to like when you met the Shinnok possessed Kunjin, that kind of made me think. It just reminded me of like that one ending in Deadly Alliance where Liu Kang possessed Kano's body.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, imagine Kano like, but with Liu Kang's spirit just doing bicycle kicks.
Oh man.
I want to hear like an Australian accent version of the bicycle kick.
Yeah. Well, that would just be nuts.
Okay. Well, my 25th pick is another technically new character, and it's Kung Lao, but greater. The great Kung Lao. Yeah, because I mean, he was literally in the very ending of MK11 Aftermath, and I think it's a good way to kind of have a new character, but also and kind of represent Kung Lao, but also give Kung Lao a bit of a break, just because I think he's a character that can afford to maybe sit out at least one game. Just
He
like
kind of gets pushed a little too hard for a guy that's just a guy with a hat.
Yeah,
But
like
it's
I
a
don't
cool
hate the
hat.
guy, but it is a cool hat. And I imagine Great Kung Lao, he'd play kind of like a fusion of not exactly like taking moves from both of them, just the general idea from like Liu Kang, and a little bit of Kung Lao as well. Okay, and Skullstar, who's your 25th?
All right, this is like the only new character I could think of, quote unquote. I want Gore Farah. That's GORR/Farah. Because in Farah Tor's like story ending, Tor dies and Farah becomes the new big hulking thing that like the rider part of their race is on. So I just kind of came up with like a name for who the rider would be.
Mm-hmm.
That is, if that ending's still canon. Otherwise, I would want Ferrator back. That was
Okay.
such a cool concept and a great character that I loved in MKX. I'm pissed that we haven't seen or heard from them since then. I want them back, damn it.
Yeah, I could see them if they did ever bring them back, but kind of making that ending canon, and sort of Farah becomes the new rider.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and who's your 25th series?
Let's see. I'm going to go with a bit of an unusual choice here. I'm going to go with Kronika as a playable character.
Huh.
Okay.
Significantly weakened, but playable nonetheless.
Okay, so like a balanced version of her, basically.
Exactly.
So like
kinda
Shinnok
Shao
was.
or
Yeah.
Shao Kahn. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
I want to see what she like as a playable character because we've seen what Geras can do. I wonder what she can do as a playable character.
And her fatalities were pretty cool. So
Yeah,
it'd be
fatality
nice
she had
to
most of her.
It would be nice to actually do that to somebody rather than have that done to me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like she'd be like a more zoner Eurus. She wouldn't be like as up close with a lot of her moves.
Yeah.
All right, and who's your 25th, Vibius?
Well, Ragaroth, my 25th would be some character you probably don't care about, Rain.
Yeah, I hate that guy. Screw him.
Yep, with a Hydro skin.
Oh, that's a good idea. You know what? I'm gonna steal that. Hold on,
Go ahead.
because Hydro actually almost made it on my DLC list. Cool.
All right, here's another fun one for you.
All
I
right.
want Spectre Takeda. So he got killed. He gets killed off screen and comes back as the new Scorpion.
Interesting. All right.
That just reminded me of the show Mortal Kombat Conquest, where the Scorpion that was originally named Takeda.
Oh yeah, it kind of come full circle. If it was that was the case.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they got the name for Takeda from. It has to be.
If not, that's an unbelievable coincidence.
Yeah. All right, so my 26th is it's Hataru. I was kind of you kind of like interchange him with either him or Natara. The only reason I put him in the base roster over Natara is just because I feel like with Havoc story-wise he'd be relevant, and the next character I'm going to talk about just a little more relevant, and I do really like Hataru. I think he is probably one of the lesser likely 3D era characters, at least on my list, come back. But it won't stop me from hoping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and who's your 26th Skull Star?
Trimmer.
Nice. Yeah, hopefully he's not a one and done character. I don't think he is, because he was in like Ed Boon seems to talk positively about him for potentially the next game, and he was also in Snowblind and actually had a somewhat prominent role, which I was shocked at.
Hey, fingers crossed, you know.
Yeah. All right, and who's your 26th here?
Let's see. So when I can't quit either, it's my favorite cowboy, Aaron Black.
Nice.
Never can go wrong with Aaron Black.
Of course not. You can get on the wrong side of him in a shootout, but still, you definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, you got an Aaron on the side of caution with him.
My bullets cut through metal and bullshit.
All right, and your 26th, Vibius?
My 26 would have to be Tremor.
Wow, all right.
Good choice.
Yep.
I appreciate that he's on a lot of our rosters.
Well, he had a strong impact.
Haha. All right, and who's your 26th?
Shaking things up a bit, shall we?
He really knew how to shake things up.
Exactly.
I want Cyborg Jax.
So just Jax, but he's all cyborg.
Yeah, except his arms are human.
So wait, what is that? Reverse Jax?
I'm just imagining his entire. I'm
gonna
just
call him
imagining his
anti-Jax.
entire moveset is just kicks and headbutts, and his arms are just constantly flopping around.
Oh god.
It should be like a Terminator situation where they look human, but like underneath is like an exoskeleton. I mean, not an exoskeleton, like an
Endoskeleton.
endoskeleton.
And
Thank you.
What's the opposite of saying gotcha?
Get
I
away.
don't know.
Yeah, so he would have a getaway grab
Get out of
instead
here.
of gotcha.
It would be like COVID Scorpion. Stay over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like piss off.
All right, so my 27th character is basically the main bad guy of this game. So we had Shao Kahn again. We had Shinnok again. We had a new boss character with Kronika. There's, two big bosses they have not reused. And probably my favorite boss in the series. It's Taquita banana, Taquita
Taquita
banana,
banana,
oh Naga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like I know I've seen a lot of people say they're like, oh yeah, he should just he'll come back, he'll probably just be a boss. So like I've heard some people make up like stupid fake lists with like Onaga and he's the boss, not playable. And I'm like, no, screw that. He's playable. He's gonna be playable. That'd be so stupid. He
Mhm.
finally came back and he wasn't playable. I do agree
Yeah.
he should have like a powered up boss version, but no, there should be a playable version of him, for Christ's sake. If Doomsday, the guy that killed Superman, the big monster that killed Superman, can be playable in Injustice 1, Onaga can be playable.
See,
Right.
I had the exact same thought. Onaga is my 27th.
Nice. All right. All right. You're serious?
And keeping in the boss theme here, I'm going with Shao Kahn.
Okay.
Almost didn't include him, but we have to have a major villain in the story at some point.
Oh, of course.
Apart from Kronika, anyway, but still.
Yeah.
God, imagine the two of them fused together or something like that.
Oh, God.
The time-stopping power of Kronika with the sheer might of Shao Kahn. That would be a deadly
Gee.
force.
Kronika Khan.
He smacks you with it. If Kronika Khan hits you with his hammer, it just ages you like 500 years.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see, I was imagining the hammer is just an hour. The head of the hammer is an hourglass. And
Yep.
That's a cool
you get
idea.
hit. You get
Oh,
hit with it
nice.
once, and it rewinds time, and you get hit again.
Shao Kahn.
Man.
All right. Who's your 27th, Vibius?
And for me, gotta go with Onaga. He's my
All right.
absolute favorite Mortal Kombat villain.
Yeah, literally, he just needs a better moveset. That's really all.
Yeah. Here's the other thing I kind of just thought up. What if, say, he had a smaller, like a slightly slimmer base form, like more human size with wings, but that's what he fought in, having the same moves. And then his final boss is just a larger version of that, but with more powerful moves.
I guess it depends what the more human sized version looks like. Because I mean,
Pretty much Onaga, but smaller.
Okay. I mean,
Maybe
because he doesn't have to be huge, but it's like part of the thing that makes him so badass and intimidating is his size. But if it came down to that, I would take him. I would take him getting the Ridley treatment.
Yeah.
All right, and Mark, who's your last base roster character?
For my base roster, I want Full Dragon Shao Kahn.
What, like from Annihilation?
So basically Onaga, but Shao Kahn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder, so what, like a fusion like Onaga Khan?
Yeah.
That was a common theory when they first showed Shao Kahn from MK11 because he had like the more like draconic like features. Like people
He
thought
was
like
turning into Onaga. Yeah.
yeah, or like he like maybe like took like his body parts or some macabre shit like that. Okay, so I just want to explain the basis of my base roster real quick. So, I'll be honest, I'm kind of plagiarizing from other people's ideas. It's not because I want to feel smart or clever. It's just because I really like the ideas. So, as we kind of talked about before, like with the Great Kung Lao timeline, I thought that idea was really cool because we've never had a game that took place that far in the past. And also that would give the excuse to have more characters that aren't focused on as much, like Rain, Fujin, and Tanya, that were alive during that time, and an excuse to not have characters that are always in the games that are just the normal humans like Sonya, Johnny Cage, and Jax, to maybe give them a break. But then I kind of ran into an issue. It's like, well, yeah, but then that means like the Cyborg's going to be in, Noob Saibot going to be in, characters that were created in the modern times going to be in. So I'm like, how can we fix this problem? So the idea with this roster is that part of the story would take place in the past and in Great Kung Lao's time, and then another part of it would take place in the future. So that's the kind of, it would get a nicer variety of characters, basically. And so Shao Kahn isn't in my game because I think Liu Kang would probably make sure he's gone of everybody to make sure he does not exist anymore. And if Shao Kahn does not exist, there's no one to poison Onaga. So he'd still be the ruler of Outworld.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I thought with my roster.
Gotcha.
Conceivable.
All right. And I guess to kick things off with the pre-order character, mine is a character that I know is definitely not happening, Mataro.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, if Kintaro wasn't Mataro or Naga wasn't my pre-order character, it was definitely gonna be Mataro. He's always been my favorite sub boss, and it sucks they can't get him to work. But I think what better way to make people pre-order your game is to be like, hey, remember this old character that we said we couldn't figure out a way to make work anymore? Well, we made him work, so pre-order our game, damn it.
I wonder if they'll ever get to that.
I think they might put him in the game again, but he'd probably just be a boss, unfortunately. That's, I think, probably the best if I'm being realistic. All right, Skullstar, who's your pre-order character?
Moloch.
Oh, nice.
Originally, Moloch was going to be base roster, but I forgot that the boss character is typically the one that's in the boss in the base roster, and the pre-order bonus is like the mini boss character. So I flipped them around.
Yeah, typically speaking. All right, and yours, Sirius?
I had a bit of a toss-up. It's either Ermac or Rain, specifically to get you to buy my game.
All right, we'll put Ermac or Rain. Yeah, I think both are solid choices, and I think would make people pre-order.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't decide, and I was running out of time, so
I guess that's also maybe a sort of, I don't know if it would technically be a loophole, but maybe it could be a loophole for Rain being DLC again. It's like, yeah, DLC, but he's like, the pre-order character is usually technically in the base game and in the story, so it's like,
yeah.
it's kind of a middle ground of being a normal DLC character. All right, maybe choose your pre-order.
Before I get to that, mind if I explain my base roster a bit?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, an idea I had was like originally like getting to a character at least from like each representative realm, and because of growing conflicts, the Elder Gods consider one multi-realm tournament. So like characters from each realm would be fighting against each other. There'd be various alliances like with Earth Realm and Adenir, stuff like that, or maybe Chaos Realm makes a deal with Shao Kahn or something. But while all this is going on, like the reason this is happening is because of stability between the realms is shattering, and Onaga is using this as an advantage to break free. And so certain people are working for him while this is happening, and he'd be revealed as the final boss. And you'd fight in like various different realms. So you'd have stages from like Earth Realm, Outworld, Order Realm, Chaos Realm, the Nether Realm, Edenir. A lot of those realms haven't really gotten that many stages.
Cool. Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be sick.
Yep. And for my pre-order bonus, it would be Kintaro with a Goro skin.
Okay.
That way you could have both of them in.
That's a thought.
That's not a bad idea.
I just picked Kintaro because I imagine could have some more creative move stuff. And like with Goro, you could say you have an accessory that would let him do that move.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. If we're doing sub bosses, I have to put lives. Like with Goro lives in MKX.
Yeah.
Moloch lives. Kintaro lives.
When did Kintaro die?
Oh, I guess technically in the MKX comic, but I think I don't know if the lives thing literally means like they survived. I think it's just kind of like oh, they're back kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Mark, who's your pre-order character?
Liu Kang.
Okay.
Since he created this realm, I don't know if he'll actually be in like in the game, so he should just be in there as like classic Liu Kang.
Cooves.
All right, cool. Now just real quick, before we get to the DLC, I want to acknowledge some of the chat because I know Shad said some stuff. So Shad said Shad, my bad. He said we might get some new realms, and Shao Kahn's story-wise might be absent from merging realms. That's true. I do remember the Dream Realm was a thing mentioned in MKX, so I guess that's always a possibility.
Reptile's
bring
Realm
back-
and Natara's.
That's true. I would like to see Nataro's. Bring back MK2 Deadly Alliance Kung Lao. You know what? Yeah, I do really like Kung Lao, especially his default outfit in MK Deadly Alliance. Oh, basically, Dio. I'm guessing that was referring to
Chronica Khan, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Or
Okay.
Onaka-con too.
Oh yeah. All right. So now my DLC choices. Okay, so this is one of the first characters where I was kind of like torn on, so it's kind of two. So our first DLC character in MK11 was Shang Tsung. He's like a sorcerer character. So I figured I'd follow that trend by having the first DLC character being a little sorcerer again. And obviously the two left are Quan Chi or Shinnok. I personally like Shinnok a bit more, and I think he's a little less shoved down our throats. However, not Quan Shin.
He's got 4 chins.
But I do kind of still like Quan Chi, and he did sit out MK11. And I feel like Sub-Zero's Revenge, the animated movie Scorpion's Revenge, kind of made me a little more hyped for Quan Chi. And I do, like I said, I do like playing as him more than I like playing as Shang Tsung. But I also know Quan Chi is also generally I think he's a more popular character. So that's why I was just very torn. And they both missed the last game, so yeah. And then who's your first DLC pick, Skullstar?
I thought of all of the guest characters first.
Okay.
So, first guest character I would pick is Judge Dredd, specifically, the one from Dredd.
Oh,
So
the Carl Urban version?
The Carl Urban version, because that one has the more creative weapons and by extension could do a lot more damage.
Oh god, can you imagine a fatality? It's like, say your prayers, hot shot. Just melt
What
his
if it,
face off.
what if it was
Hot shot.
what if it was the urban version for the base, but it also had a premier skin that did the Stallone version?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I was thinking because it's funny because it's like technically we did have Sylvester Stallone already.
Yeah, so it's not outside the realm of possibility for him to be in there. Yeah, I'd say that there would be that a Stallone premier skin would be accessible. Yeah, so you could just put
because it's like
you could
if
just
I
put as Dread even just to clarify that it is the urban version.
and saying the Stallone Premier skin basically that further solidifies that the default would be
because the premier skin would be Judge Dredd.
Yeah. All right, and who's your first DLC character? Oh wait, shit! I did it again.
Oops!
Oops! You did
At
it
least
again.
All right, so. Okay. All right, who's your first DLC character? Serious.
That would be Shang Tsung, if you can believe it. Let's see, he comes back from MK11 and starts going, "Oh yes, we meet again."
Again.
All right. And who's your first DLC character, BS?
Pretty much what I did was like I was gonna pick a character from from nearly every single game and just to release them in order, but I couldn't decide between two in Deadly Alliance. So my first one from MK3 is Cabal.
Okay.
And I imagine him and Movado will both have hook swords, so it's it would be an interesting so they'd have interesting dialogue with each other.
Yeah, they could definitely have some good combos. I think Cabal would be a smart DLC character, and he would fit the role of he wasn't DLC previously.
And I would also consider the idea of with an aftermath story, these are some characters from various realms that for unknown reasons weren't available.
Non-specific excuse.
Yeah, right. All right, who's your first DLC character, Mark?
Doomslayer.
Okay. And my second DLC character is Natara. Oh wait, is that right? Yeah, Natara. Yeah, another character that definitely needs to come back. And again, like I would be fine if she was base roster and Natara was in this spot. I only put Natara there for more, story reasons. And I mean, Natara, she was in she made a cameo in Scorpion's Revenge, and she was in the live action movie. So it's like she's clearly getting more notice.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she's just not a Reiko where it's like she's only allowed to be in the adaptations and not the actual games. That would suck. I think the hardest thing is just kind of making her stand out from Melina and Scarlet, because Scarlet basically felt like a vampire in MK11.
Mm.
Okay. And who is your second DLC choice, Josh?
Second DLC choice is Ash Williams. We were robbed of him in MK11. They teased him with the chainsaw, and it just turned out to be Joker. As much as I love Richard Epcar, it's not what I wanted. And the Evil Dead game, has carved out its own niche. So I think that frees Bruce Campbell up to continue spreading that character to other video games.
Might have a bigger player base because it's going to be free for PS Plus this month.
Yeah.
Why am I imagining his X-ray attack being the that one scene from that Bruce Campbell book where in the spirit of him with Richard Gere just smashing him into somebody's apartment over and over.
I'm just imagining
that would just be groovy.
I'm just imagining he does the Goody Little Two Shoes dance, but every hit is an X-ray attack.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just speaking of that. I kind of just wish one of his finishers would be that good bad I'm the guy with the gun thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe one of his fatalities would just be something drastic, and then the final bit just being a gunshot, and then he says that.
Well, I imagine one of his fatalities would be the thing where he jumps up on the cart and just blast the person over and over again with the with the rifle.
Yeah.
Until they're nothing but mulch, basically.
Yeah.
Or just drives his car into the enemy at the end. They're yelling, "Say hello to the 21st century!"
Oh yeah, he uses the death coaster. That'd be pretty.
Yep.
That'd be pretty great.
Man.
But no, yeah, I definitely agree. Ash definitely got robbed hard in MK11.
Yeah.
He would have probably been my
right.
second, maybe third favorite guest character in MK11.
Yeah, he would have been awesome.
And I would give him like an evil Ash skin. Maybe I'm trying to think of
would that need to be a premier skin?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other characters that he's played that he could have as a premier skin. Like maybe a Sam Axe premier skin. Or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
The one that comes to mind would be Autolycus from Xena. I considered her for a guest character.
Although Autolycus it's simple enough that you could probably do it as a base character.
Yeah.
He'll be the French waiter from Spider-Man 3.
The announcer from Spider-Man 1. No, this is how you finally get him as Mysterio.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
All right. And who is your second DLC character, Sirius?
That would be Kintaro.
Nice.
A lot of love for Kintaro tonight.
Yeah, I'm okay if Kintaro be DLC. I just figured it's been too long. Just put in the damn base roster.
Yeah.
All right. And who's your second DLC character, Libius?
My character from Mortal Kombat 4 would be Quan Chi.
Ulay.
Yeah.
Urche.
I don't know. Between him and Shinnok, I just like Quan Chi a bit more. Plus, he could be a bit more intimidated again after MKX kind of had him be a punching bag.
And deservedly so with Scorpion.
Yeah.
He should sing the alphabet. A, B, C, D, like the MK4 audio files. All right, and who's your second DLC character, Mark?
Since Mortal Kombat never cares about relevancy, they just put whoever they want for guests. I want Celine from Underworld.
Okay. Am I spelling her name right?
I think it's
an E instead of an I.
You think they could get Kate Beckinsale back to voice the character?
That'd be awesome.
I mean, they got Sylvester Stallone. I would like to say.
But they didn't
could.
get Schwarzenegger.
That's only because he refuses because of his stance on video games.
Except he came back for Predator Hunting Ground, so that's bullshit.
He probably had some kind of agreement he had to do with the movie rights.
Yeah, it's probably because he is like, it was a Terminator game.
Yeah.
Or I mean,
he's fine with violence. He's fine with violence in movies, just not violence in video games, because all video games are for little kids.
Oh, Arnold, you're such a boomer. I love you, but you're a
To which we said, Arnold, put your cookie down.
You're such a boomer. All right. So my third DLC character. Okay, my first guest character. I feel like it's only appropriate I introduce them with this song. Yeah, I mean, for those that know Doom, Mark already mentioned him, but Doomslayer, he was hands down my second most requested guest after Spawn MK11. Kind of bullshit. He didn't get in.
I thought you were gonna say Fred Durst.
I could see why you did that.
If the video's muted suddenly for 15 seconds, now you know why. Only joking.
But yeah, no, I know it's like a lot of people are like, oh, Doomslayer can't talk. He wouldn't be able to have any good intros. I say they just did what they did with all the MKX guests who none of them talked, or have the little AI that helps Doomslayer out, or even better yet, Samuel Hayden speak for him, and they interact with the characters. But yeah. Okay, and then what's your third DLC pick, Skullstar?
Third DLC pick is John Wick.
That was okay.
I thought about like putting in Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077, but I'm like, wait, why don't I just put in John Wick?
I mean, I guess both could be cool. I mean,
like Johnny Silverhand would have like teleports and stuff with the Sandevistan. But I just think John Wick's potential for move set and fatalities is much higher.
Agree.
Plus with John Wick, he's it makes him more relatable and human because John Wick's a friggin' gritty badass character. When he gets hurt, he fucking gets hurt.
Yeah.
But he always keeps fighting through, and that's the best part about him.
In every fatality, you kill his dog.
No. You know what'd be funny? He's not allowed to get a fatality done on him. So instead, the fatality gets done on his dog.
Jesus.
And one of his fatalities is killing somebody with a pencil.
Yeah, he does the pencil trick to somebody.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I think John Wick would be a great modern addition to the game, especially since we had like a random action hero in Rambo last time. So it's not, we're not restricted to horror movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think 80s seemed to be the order of the day for that one bonus pack.
Oh yeah, because we got
it was like 80s
RoboCop.
DLC. It was like 80s action heroes and then comic characters, basically.
Yeah.
All right. And what is your third DLC character? Serious.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Fujin on this one. I got some other guest characters too, but I'm getting the other ones out of the way first.
Nice.
I definitely love Fujin, and What more is there to say? He's awesome.
You know my stance there.
No, I don't. Just kidding.
All right, and Vibius, who's your third?
My third character, this one's from Deadly Alliance, Natara.
Nice. Yeah, I really think if they gave her another chance, I really think her and Serena, I really think they would appeal to. I mean, they're hot like monster chicks. Like, come on, like, give us our goth waifus back, damn it. Okay, and who's your third DLC character, Mark?
Give us female Pinhead from the new show.
Okay. I'll just say new Pinhead. All right, and my fourth DLC character. Okay, all right, so this is probably going to be the deepest cut on my list. So basically, in Mortal Kombat Gold, there was going to be this character called Belloc. He was kind of this like sort of tall, like demon, like kind of Triceratops looking guy.
Oh yeah, he
but
was almost on my list.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
yeah.
here.
Oh, nice. And like I just thought, like from the very bad quality pictures we saw of him, he looked really cool. And I figured, kind of following the line of the Scarlet and Tremor being DLC and MK9 and X kind of bringing like old, kind of forgotten things as a character, why not do Belloc next? And this is the one I was kind of torn between with him and Hydro, but the good idea of having Hydro being a premier skin for Rain kind of helped settle that.
Happy to help.
All right, and who's your fourth DLC character, Skullstar?
Second to last guest character. It's Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road.
All right.
Interesting.
She's a WB property after all, too.
Yeah, I was either going to pick her or Mad Max, but I feel like, I picked her because Charlize Theron is awesome, and it'll be good to get more female representation because I'm realizing there's not a lot of that on my list for whatever reason.
Plus, it would also give us some more African American representation.
Wait, isn't Furiosa Caucasian?
Yes, she is.
Charlize Theron's African American.
Wait, really?
She was born in South Africa.
I didn't know that. Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting.
That's why I get mad when people use the hyphen wrong.
Shad, so I actually thought about putting a Killer Instinct character on my list. The only reason I didn't is because they would have to be Xbox exclusive. That's the only reason I didn't. I 100% agree with you there. I'd probably pick like Fulgore or Asako.
Yeah, see, that's why I wasn't sure whether or not to include Doomslayer on my list, is because I'm not sure if with the new deal that Bethesda has, if Doomslayer would have to be Microsoft exclusive.
So I did consider that. The reason why I kind of let it slide was because I think Bethesda did say some of their properties still wouldn't be only Xbox. And I guess since we don't know for sure if the next Doom game is going to be Xbox only, I figured it's like, might as well put them on there. But if we do find out the next Doom game is Xbox exclusive, then, well, RIP that.
Yeah.
Okay, and where are we at? All right, Sirius, who's your fourth DLC character?
Let's see. My fourth pick is Sector going into the Cyborgs.
Nice.
One thing, I do know it's getting close to 10. Did you want to rapid fire them after everyone gets through their fourth?
Well, I guess who like has to leave? Like I know Vibius, right?
Not for another hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to leave at 10.
Oh no, 10 just well, that just as a warning thing. But no, I'm good till for another hour.
I gotta take my wife to work at 6 a.m., but I'm good right now.
All right. So then, who's your fourth DLC character, Vibius?
All right. Let's see. Fourth DLC character is also from Deadly Alliance, Frost.
Nice. Should I make any clarifications like Cyborg, Premier Skin, or anything? Or
I pretty much just pretty much classic Frost, maybe with some different ice moves, but like considering I forget most of her Cyborg moves, was it just her throwing her head, or did she have anything else?
there were some moves that because one move I did really like with her was when she just kind of spun around with the blade so that she would walk forward, and I guess that wouldn't really be humanly possible.
I suppose she could summon ice blades to spin around her.
I guess she could she could spin around very quickly on like a puddle of ice or something. That's what I kind of figured. But she had like some moves she would shoot out of her chest and stuff, but you could just have like in the human version she would like shoot out of her hands or something like an Hadoken.
Yeah.
An ice Hadoken. Okay, cool. No pun intended. I also think she would be a very smart DLC character as well, and I think she would technically be allowed to, especially if they did make her human again, because I know like the cyborg angle is very divisive with a lot of people, and it would at least kind of add something new or old to her in a way.
Yeah.
All right, and Mark, who's your fourth DLC character?
The Northman.
Okay. All right, and my fifth character DLC. All right, my next guest character. So this guy is from a horror game. He is a fan of bingo. He is a fan of knives, and specifically, he has learned to parry chainsaws with knives. And that is none other than Leon Scott Kennedy.
Nice.
I know I've been trying to, I always kind of piss and moan that a lot of the guest characters, they're just kind of like normal humans that just have a weapon or two. Leon is just kind of an exception. He's a character that I really want to be playable in a fighting game that seems to always get neglected for some reason. And I think since I don't have like Cassie or Kano on my list, he would kind of fill that niche of like kind of some akimbo and some, knife attacks. He has tons of outfits to pick from. Like he'd mainly be based off of Resident Evil 4 Leon, but he needs to have like the leather jacket Resident Evil 6 outfit, and I would like him to dual wield some pistols and some of his moves. But yeah, he has tons of outfits to pick. And I will say, if Leon does wind up being a guest in another fighting game before this Mortal Kombat game, I would be fine if they picked a Resident Evil villain like Wesker, Lady D, Heisenberg, or like Krauser or something instead. But since that's not the case, I'll just stick with Leon. And he's obviously very relevant. Like now, he's probably more relevant than the Doomslayer is right now.
Yeah.
All right, and who is your fifth DLC character or Skullstar?
All right. Well, if we're going to talk about ridiculous pulls that are never going to happen, I would like to see as the final DLC character, as the final guest character on my list, Rick from Splatterhouse.
Okay.
Like specifically the 2010 reboot where, he's like the big hulking monster with like the bone weapons, and he would fight with melee weapons and guns and all that stuff too. I think he'd be a fun addition.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. And who's your fifth DLC series?
Let's see. Gotta do Sector, gotta do Cyrax too.
Of course.
So I'll take Cyrax for number 5.
It is kind of a shame though. It seems like Sector can't be in a game without Cyrax, but Cyrax can be in a game without Sector.
I guess because Cyrax is a good guy and has more character.
I guess so, but then again, it's like Sector is usually just a henchman anyway, so it's like you could just have him be a random henchman. I guess though, technically, story-wise, Triborg was basically Sector, so I guess technically it was. All right, and who's your fifth DLC character, Vibius?
My fifth DLC character, that would be Ashura from Deception.
All right, nice.
Yep. Like we said before, she has a lot of untapped potential. It'd be interesting seeing the interactions between her and some of the others.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree, Shot. I hope uh, Doom is not exclusive. I mean, I have Xbox Series S, but I would still rather play it on PS5. And I actually was thinking of putting Shredder on my DLC list. I think he would be cool.
True. We had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Injustice 2. Why not Shredder here?
And it'd be kind of epic if like Sub-Zero gets the Deception Alpha and Shredder's in the game, just having them fight each other.
Yeah.
Shredder could be like, "Hey, you stole my look." He obviously wouldn't word it like that because Shredder doesn't talk like that. But all right, and who's your fifth DLC character, Mark?
Free guy.
Okay.
Not Deadpool, but Free Guy.
Yeah,
you gotta do Free
Yeah.
Guy.
His fatality, you can call that super free guy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the buff ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catchphrase. All right. Okay, and my sixth DLC character, kind of the last guest character for like this pack, because I guess I kind of figured like we'd be a combat pack 6 characters that had 3 MK characters, 3 guests. So I guess the spawn of this pack would be someone from the game Darksiders, one of the 4 horsemen. I am leaning towards Death, though. He is my favorite, and I think at least out of the 4 compared to the rest of my roster, he would probably stand out the most.
Hmm.
And I guess I would like to say he will be more relevant because I'd like to say they will announce a new Darksiders game soon. I can only hope. And what's your 6th DLC character, Skullstar?
My 6th DLC character is Quan Chi, and of course the guest characters can be distributed however you want. Although I think Ash and Williams and Rick would be in the same pack, and then like John Wick and Furiosa, or John Wick and Dredd would be in another, or something like that. I don't know.
Gotcha. All right. And who is your 6th DLC character, Sirius?
We're kicking it back to the movie era with Hydro. Because I like the look of him. I want to see him as a playable character too. Essentially, Cyber Sub-Zero at room temperature.
Nice. All right. All right, and who is your 6th DLC character, Vibius?
Scarlet.
Nice.
Yep. From MK9.
Crazy how much she has changed since then.
Yeah. Well, I feel like now being included in the base roster, she's got a greater chance of returning back more often.
Yeah, and I mean, she would technically be allowed to be DLC because, she was base roster last game. All right, and what's your 6th DLC character, Mark?
Ron Burgundy.
Oh, man.
Fatalities in that movie, man.
The classic Anchorman himself.
All right.
Hello, welcome to Mortal Kombat. I'm Ron Burgundy.
What is one of his fatalities? Warning people of the ghost of Stonewall Jackson.
Probably
Oh, he
just get
probably
all
used
his
the
homies
ghost
out with all
Stonewall
their
Jackson.
weapons.
Or is it just asking Brick to use the gun from the future?
All right, so now I guess on to my Aftermath pack, theoretically speaking. The next female character would be Lee May. I honestly always kind of had a love-hate relationship with Lee May. I kind of thought in Deadly Alliance she was kind of boring, but I really liked her in Deception. And in Armageddon by extension. And then like MKX, like she was the one kind of NPC 3D era character that like I didn't instantly recognize. And I'm like, that's Lee May? So like hopefully if they brought her back, she would have something that looked closer to kind of one of her outfits from Deception. I know she did have the alternate from Deception in Battle for the Realms, and that's probably my favorite. So hopefully they got something like that. And I kind of like the idea of maybe her being kind of the archetype that like Jun Kazama is from Tekken, or Chizuru is from King of Fighters, kind of being that very graceful, sort of holy divine fighter that can kick ass. And not only that, but like if Lee May, if they made this whole roster, Lee May would be kind of the last of the MKX NPCs that were unplayable, so that would kind of finally kind of scratch that itch. All right, and who's your 7th Skull Star?
Frost.
Nice.
Either human or cyborg. I like either. I am not picky.
Yeah, I should say I'm fine if she comes back as a cyborg. Just my preference would be human.
Yeah, I mean, I loved her design as a cyborg.
Yeah, I liked her design. I think I just didn't like some of the weird like stuff like that she did that was like very robotic, I guess, in the moveset.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, and who is your 7th Sirius?
That would be Full Centaur Motaro.
Awesome. A lot of horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Motaro used high horsepower. It's super effective.
All right, and who is your 7th Vibius?
That would be Takeda from MKX.
Awesome. Takeda Takahashi. A lot of T's. Okay, and Mark, what's your 7th?
To give some props because of just what happened, we should get the Green Ranger with a premiere skin of Lord Drakon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the only problem is, you couldn't get Jason David Frank.
They could use old voice lines or just get somebody that like sounds like him.
That would be funny. I mean, it would be funny. It wouldn't be funny if they did use old voice lines. They kind of spliced it together, and it's like Chef in that last episode he was in a South Park. Thank you, Randy. Hello, children. All right. So my 8th DLC character. All right, so this is a normally very safe character that I kind of mix things up a bit with. It'd be Johnny Cage. I do think Johnny is a character that should be in every game. However, I don't think that means he needs to be base roster every game. I think it's kind of good to let some kind of characters that are in every game maybe be DLC and let other characters bless you get a chance to shine. And I also think it would be hilarious, the idea of a trailer where he's complaining to his agent about being a DLC character.
Now that would be good.
All right. And how about your 7th or your 8th Skull Star?
Tanya.
Okay.
I don't know if that would work because she was DLC before, but I would like her in the game again.
Mm-hmm.
As long as she wasn't DLC in the previous game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it'd be like how Rain was DLC in MK11. He was DLC in 9, DLC in X. He was eligible again for DLC in 11. So yeah, she could be DLC again. I kind of think she'll make the base roster, but we shall see. All right, and who is your 8th Sirius?
And now we go into the guest characters. We're doing Deadpool.
Nice.
I want to see him fight with Johnny Cage and see who can mouth each other off to death or something like that.
I want to see Deadpool mouth anyone off in that game. And especially if they could get Ryan Reynolds to voice him. It's not Nolan North.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
what
like
were
he's
you going to say?
What?
I was saying, what were you going to say, Regroth?
Oh, I think he's got to make a joke, and provided the stage is in the game, which hopefully it is. He's got to make a joke about there being a stage that shares the same name as him, the Deadpool.
Oh man!
Or
Perfect.
What would be funny as hell is if like you use the stage fatality on him, like and if it's like how it is in MK11 where he's on a hook. Since like he technically can't die, he comes out on the hook, but he's just kind of like sitting there like this.
Or he just looks down and goes, "Oh man, not again."
it'd be funny if he wasn't voiced by Ryan Reynolds, if one of the interactions with Johnny Cage is him yelling at Johnny Cage to tell him to get Ryan Reynolds to return his calls.
Oh god.
That would be funny. Yeah, that'd be sick. All right. What is your 8th DLC, Vibius?
All right, my last of the regular Mortal Kombat characters to be DLC would be Kronika.
Okay.
I feel like in the aftermath thing, like somehow some weaker version of her may have survived and set this into something like this into motion. Kind of a reverse of like the aftermath from the previous game.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be neat. All right. Now, who is your DLC character? Your 8th DLC character, Mark?
Sean from Shaun of the Dead.
All right.
Nice.
Sean.
I forget. Is it SE?
It's
You.
it's
and
you, Sean with a U.
Oh. So like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's call him Shaun of the Dead. All right. And who is... Oh, let me ask myself.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm just going to switch to my wired earphones just because my AirPods are dying.
Okay.
Dead air.
Yes.
Yeah. Chat says Riddick.
Also, I think your mic's muted again, Ragaroth.
Well, he's switching headphones.
gotcha.
That's why.
Gotcha.
It's okay. Yeah, I forgot it does that. All right. So my 9th DLC character is... All right. So this one was kind of a multi-pick one. Basically, I would like another DC villain, or I guess a character that kind of kills. I'm just going to call them DC villain or killer. Basically, so the characters I was trying to think of someone that was either only in Injustice 1 for the most part, or maybe was DLC in Injustice 2, or at the very least was only in Injustice 2. And the characters I had on my mind were Black Mana, Atrocitus, Red Hood, Doomsday, Sinestro, Deathstroke, Raven, or the Batman Who Laughs. Because all those people are like, oh, Batman should be in Mortal Kombat. It's like, no. How about the Batman Who Laughs? Because it's a version of Batman that kills people.
Mm-hmm.
And was already costume in the game.
That too. Yeah, they already got the assets for him. I kind of had my heart set a little bit. I don't know, for some reason I'm like Black Mana and Deathstroke. But I don't know, I'd be okay with either of these. I'm just gonna, as long as it's just not somebody that's just we see all the time, like Joker, just mix it up a little bit. I'm fine with another DC character, just somebody different, for God's sakes. All right, and who is your 9th Skullstar?
My 9th is a joke character.
Okay,
It's Meat.
gotta beat it. All right, yeah, he's a good joke character. Okay, and what is your 9th, Sirius?
Let's see, another guest character here. We have Mr. 47 from Hitman.
Okay.
Chat says Ares from DC.
Oh, he would be good too. Ares would be good too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the obvious choice being Doomsday.
Oh, he was. He's on my list too. I forgot to. Yeah, it's Black Mana, Atrocitus, Red Hood, Doomsday, Sinestro, Deathstroke, Raven, or the Batman Lives. Must have maybe I skipped over Doomsday just because there's so many D names.
Fair enough. Was
Yeah,
Darkseid on the list as well?
I didn't because Darkseid would be cool. I guess I just wanted someone that isn't like kind of an all powerful. Well, okay, Doomsday technically is too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. He'd be fine too. All right, and who is your 9th character, Vibius?
Okay, my first of the guest characters, Jesse Rentier from Evil West.
Nice.
Yeah, I understand we already had with Aaron Black, we'd have a cowboy, but we could have like some fun dialogue with that. Not to mention with Natara, because he hunts vampires and with the various other outworld creatures. Plus, not to mention with an electric gauntlet, he could do a lot of cool moves. Plus, he has a flamethrower. It definitely could. I just definitely think he'd be different enough from Aaron Black to be a unique character, and would just be really fun. Plus, it's a brand new game, so good way to advertise it.
Yeah, I think Jesse could be different enough from Aaron Black. Okay, and who's your 9th DLC, Mark?
This is. I try to pick someone from the movie that would be fun to use. I think we should get Joy Wang, Stephanie Sue from Everything Everywhere All at Once. She was the Jobutu Bukaki. Remember she like jumps dimensions and shit. I don't know if you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No,
I've
I
seen
haven't
it.
seen that. Stephanie
great-
Wang is her name?
Yeah, the character's name is Joy Wang. The girl is Stephanie Sue.
Okay. The name is Stephanie. Okay.
It's HSU.
Oh.
Like Sue How. Stephanie Sue How.
HSU.
Oh. Say it again. I'm sorry.
HSU.
HS. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
But that's just the actress's name. That's not the character's name. The character's name is Joy Wang.
Oh, all right. All right. Be Joy Wang. Haha, Wang.
Just put EEE because it's Everything Everywhere All at Once is the movie. There you go.
All right. So my
Wait, wouldn't it
10th
be EEAOO?
We'll just shorten it.
All right. So my 10th DLC character was sort of another like I couldn't entirely decide. Like another 3D era female. And I was mainly thinking Tanya, Ashra, or Tassia. She was kind of the character I was talking about that was a very obscure Black Dragon character. She was in the MKX comic. That's the only reason I even know she is. But I like Tanya. I didn't really like her until MKX. MKX made me like her. Ashra, I never was crazy about her design with the hat, but I know that's kind of the more iconic version of her. But I think she has potential to have a really cool moveset and story. And then Tassia, I just always kind of thought looked cool and it'd be kind of neat if she was playable, kind of how like Tremor got, because I think she debuted in Special Forces as well. So I guess it'd be cool if she kind of got the Tremor treatment. But all right, and who is your 10th Skull Star?
Kentaro.
Cool. All right, and Sirius?
My number 10 is codename V from V for Vendetta.
Oh.
Because
I wonder.
it would be cool to see him fight somebody in a fighting game.
I wonder if you could actually get Hugo Weaving to be a part of that.
That would be amazing. So I'm pretty sure Alan Moore would have a stroke too in the process.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think I've seen people suggest V as a guest character for MK before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and how about yours, Vibius?
Homelander.
That's a good choice.
I considered between him and Omni-Man, but I decided to go with Homelander because you'd be able to use Anthony Starr for motion capture.
Yeah.
I mean, with Omni-Man, you could still get you could probably get J.K. Simmons to be the voice.
True. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know something about. I just feel like Homelander people would want to fight him a lot more. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I do like Omni-Man more, but for some reason, Homelander just feels like more of a fit for Mortal Kombat. I don't know
Yeah.
why? I
Like,
guess
I
because
could-
he's just more gritty, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like Omni-Man, while he was violent, I think he could still fit in Injustice. Homelander, not so much.
They
Yeah.
both also murk the entire cast.
True.
Yeah. All right. And who is your 10th DLC?
The demon from Jeepers Creepers.
I was calling Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, I've seen people suggest him. Okay, so my 11th, Movado. He is definitely probably my, out of the 3D era characters I want, he's probably my least wanted, but I did always still like the guy. And I understand him being a low priority. I know people have suggested maybe he could be kind of like a Spanish conquistador. That'd be kind of a way to kind of make him a little bit more interesting and unique, kind of using a rapier. So it'd be kind of like a Mortal Kombat's Raphael in a way. All right. And who is your 11th Skull Star?
My 11th is Havoc.
Nice. And who's your 11th, Sirius?
But for number 11, I think it's time we properly fit him into a Mortal Kombat game, Superman,
Okay.
with a regime skin too as an option.
All right. So Superman / regime. Superman.
See, I was gonna go with Batman, but I couldn't. A, because Batman doesn't kill, and B, out of respect for Kevin Conroy.
Batman kills all the fucking time.
Well, depending on the
traditionally, at least.
depending on the incarnation.
All right. And who is your 11th, Bibius?
My 11th, Voldemort from Harry Potter. And I just feel like with you get the actor back for motion capture and voice to do a lot of stuff from the movies, stuff that maybe some references from the books as well.
Mm-hmm.
He could like use his robes to like attack people, use the Avada Kedavra spell to kill people. Like maybe that'd be a fatality. Have his snake attack, or summon the basilisk.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Opening the match, of course.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, we meet again.
For the last time, I don't know Daniel Radcliffe.
Soon you shall join him.
But yeah, I just feel like you could have like the Hogwarts battle, like Hogwarts in the last movie as like a stage, and you could with Hogwarts Legacy coming out, I feel like it would again be a good time to advertise it.
Oh, I guess my only thing is I wonder if they'd be okay with letting him in a Mortal Kombat game, because while he kills people, like would
it's
they
very
be okay with letting him be
it's
killed?
very not gory.
True, but that's why I decided to pick Voldemort, because like a character like Harry or Dumbledore, no way. But Voldemort, a villain?
I mean, no, I mean like even the way that he kills is not very gory because it's just Avada Kedavra and you drop dead.
True, but not everyone has to be super gory. They could just be creative.
No, but I'm just saying, would they be okay with letting fatalities happen to Voldemort? Because I don't know how exactly he died in Harry Potter, but
he turned
disintegrated.
So I mean, yeah, that is violent, but it's probably nowhere near as graphic as like what happens in Mortal Kombat. But I mean, I don't know, maybe they would be okay. I'm just saying, like, just because Harry Potter is a very like, I mean, adults like it, but it's a very kind of,
Yeah, well, it's a child. Well, it starts as a child book series, but technically we were all children when it came out, so we were the children it first appeased to.
True. I do think, yeah. I mean, out of all the Harry Potter characters, Voldemort would probably be the only one that would have a shot in Mortal Kombat. Okay, and who's your 11th, Mark?
The Grudge Girl. I've been waiting to see her in a Mortal Kombat game forever.
I feel like I remember.
Ju-on,
I'll just call her Ju-on. I know that's not her name, but nice. And hey, I guess since Hisako is basically an Xbox exclusive, it's a good workaround, I guess. Okay, so my last DLC character, my last guest, and probably the least likely one. It's a kind of another multi-choice one, though there's one I kind of have my heart more set on, and that is a comic book symbiote character, which would, of course, the choices would be Venom, Carnage, or Spawn. They
Not
have
tox-
again.
Not Toxin.
I mean, I like
What-
Toxin.
My
but-
boy is what is my boy? Chopped liver. No,
I mean,
no,
I like the guy, but you know. Yeah, and I know with Spawn, like, you know, I doubt he's coming back, but they did play with the idea of, you know, maybe bringing guests back, and he's obviously the most wanted one. However, my heart would most be set on Carnage because kind of how like Leon is my most wanted character from Capcom that doesn't get in a fighting game. Carnage is my most wanted Marvel character that can't seem to get in a fighting game. And I mean, from an aesthetic point of view, he is basically made of blood, and they've had him get like ripped in half. They've had him get like his, you know, eaten, decapitated. So they're okay with letting him die violently. So there's less baggage that comes with him. I think Venom, but to a lesser degree. And they're not as, I mean, I know Venom is technically the MCU now, but Carnage isn't. So like he doesn't have that MCU kind of, I guess, child-friendly attachment. Yeah. And but I don't think it would happen just because I don't see a Marvel character getting in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But hey, we can dream. All right, and who's your 12th final Skull Star?
R.J. McCready from 1981 from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Okay, cool.
I feel like no. Well, Mac.
Oh.
It's like MAC and then a capital C.
Like that?
R and then Ready.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, I think like, you know, he would have a really creative move set, especially if you incorporated The Thing into his move set somehow. You know, he has the flamethrower, he has the dynamite, he has the gun. Dog, I don't know.
Oh, that also that's a good good thing you mentioned that, because I was going to say with Leon, he could maybe have some moves where like a monster from one of the Resident Evils that he's in, like maybe comes out and attacks the opponent. Maybe one of his fatalities, like Mr. X or like the Verdugo or something, comes and kills the opponent, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, and who's your last one, Sirius?
Let's see, the wrong man in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's John McClane from Die Hard.
Oh, man.
In his toughest challenge yet.
Remembering lines.
Oof.
That's a low blow, Mark.
I don't even. What is that even a reference to?
It's a reference to the fact that Bruce Willis has a degenerative brain disease.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was important.
Only Mark can make that. Okay. And who's your last DLC character, Vivius?
My last one is probably the least likely to be to make a guest character out of every character in this, but Santa Claus from Violent Nights. Come on, who else thought that when he took out the main bad guy with that chimney move, that wouldn't be his fatality?
That would
It
be
did feel
amazing.
very much like a fatality, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then Mark, what's your last DLC character?
All right, I can't choose between these two, so I'm gonna have one that's definite and one that might be an honorable mention. So my definite is Nemesis from the Samaritan movie.
Okay.
That it's I don't know if you saw it on Amazon Prime. It's pretty good. It's Sylvester Stallone. It's like a superhero. Anyway, and the second one should be a tag team of Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh man.
I mean, they fought supernatural forces before.
Yep.
Oh.
What, in Dogma?
Oh
Yeah.
God! Can you imagine John McClane and Jay and Silent Bob fighting each other in Mortal Kombat?
Oh, man.
You see, like Kano, he's like, how much money would I get for you? And he's like, $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
No, I'd be getting money for killing you. Never mind.
Where the hell are you going, little mate?
They use the guy from Clerks as like a shield to absorb bullets and damage. And he's like, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Oh, poor Dante.
Well, that would add up with what happened recently.
I mean, it's a reference to his Clerks 1.
Yeah, he's actually in black and white.
Oh, man.
Every time you pull out a Dante, it's a different version of him. From Clerks 1, 2,
Maybe some of the
3,
attached
and
to be-
animated.
He's got a different complaint too. It's like, oh, come on, seriously? Or getting riddled with bullets or something.
Why are we walking like this?
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, and I guess one last thing I'll say is if I were to switch out the guest characters I had with Mortal Kombat characters, because there were some characters that I felt I wanted to put in, but I'm like, it just didn't. I couldn't get it to work. Would be Aaron Black, Collector, Cabal. I'll say Sindel and Dagon.
For me, if it was the 4 characters, then I'd replace them with Shinnok, Serena, Kotal Khan, or I was considering calling him General Kotal in the games. Yeah, I was like that. And the last one, Jax, just to have one of the 2 main Special Forces characters have some spotlight.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's see. I know we need a friggin' microscope to read it from far away, but yeah, these are the rosters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right.
And damn fine ones too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think they'd all be pretty fun in their own right if any of them happened.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, and I did want to say I got this idea from this one kind of mainly podcast central channel, but not always podcast, that covers Mortal Kombat called the Nethercast. They did a video like this with some of their main hosts. So shout outs to them for giving the idea. And I try to follow their format, obviously change things up a little bit, but yeah. But yeah, thank you to anyone. Actually, let me just check the chat real quick, see if there's any questions. Spawn from the Spawn movies. Specifically only the Michael J. White
The white version, or the version from the Spawn movie that's yet to actually come out, so it's just a blank screen.
It's just Jamie Foxx. It's just Jamie Foxx with a Spawn shirt on.
Yeah, it's Jamie Foxx, but the effects aren't finished.
We gotta get the Michael J. White, but he has to have the worst CG cape imaginable to put in there. It's got to be part of the actual costume. It's got to look like Sega Genesis.
Or no, maybe it's like every other character's like PS5 or Xbox Series X graphics, but Spawn in that version would have PS2 graphics.
He's Pixel Spawn.
But yeah, this was fun. Thanks guys for doing this.
Anytime.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And yeah, thank you for
Thanks for
those
the
who
invite.
joined in the chat, or just even if you didn't chat, just following along the video. Yeah, but let us know what you in the comments below if you like our lists, or what characters that you would like that you think would make the MK12 roster awesome. Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining us. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.
Bye-bye.
Catch y'all
Have a
later.
good night.
Thank you.